Okay, this is better? Motherfuck, bro. Every time I stream with the goddamn production, man, it fucks up my local settings. If you didn't know, yeah, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, we have a couple of things I want to do today. Let me see if I can find them. Holy shit, I am slow today. What's up, Mocha? What's up, Ethan? What's up, Boone? How are you proving you're the throat goat? I'm pretty sure, for the broadcast, I was killing it. You guys would have never guessed. The entire time, there was a delay. So you guys know how WC got pushed back by a whole hour, right? Or an hour and 40 minutes, actually. That entire hour and 40 minutes, guys, I was trying to fix my damn internet. My internet was dying. The entire time, without exaggeration. Oh, man. 20 speed neck made my monster 293 speed. Nice, dude. Also, let me get all the codes. Holy fuck. Where are all the codes? Codes. That's the first one. That's the good one. I don't think I got Emoji Ross yet. But make sure you guys get all the codes. I think some of the codes are already like down, but I'll put them up anyway. Try your luck with them. Free shit is free shit, but the most important one, I'll make sure to have up. Pinned / pin. There we go. Alright, bit of a shorter stream today. There's a couple of things I really want to try. First of all, we're gonna have to rebuild our Sage Baal a little bit. Got my first payra from the ticket? Sheesh, that's fucking crazy. Let's see. I need to make this build a bit more centralized on killing. Health, okay. God damn it, man. Surely this is enough speed. I mean, it really depends on what you're trying to do with it. I think for most cases, yeah. I mean, for most usage, like, you could be 20 speed less and she'll still work. Has gotten me a third strays. That's crazy, dude. I don't even think it's ER. What am I doing, bro? It's flat HP. I would have to take the flat HP thing from my Crow. Honestly, not the worst. Let's see. And then speed, flat HP. I guess I don't mind having effectiveness now that I'm thinking about it. Well, that looks good. I like that. Holy shit. Okay. That looks good. Ooh. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. Okay. Resistance. Okay, and I think I keep my resistance roughly where it is, because if I go any lower, we might just start eating heart CC like I eat cock on a regular basis. I mean, what? Anyway, yeah. Okay, that looks good. Wow, dude, it's like I'm not on an actual broadcast now. I get to say all the stupid shit I wanted to say normally. God bless America. I love the United States. I'm an enjoyer of freedom of speech. Holy moly. Hallelujah. Okay, I need a ring to replace my crow with. Am I just fucking cooked? This is so ugly, but like, let's just go with it. When's part 2 starting? I'm told this starts next week. If it is indeed later tonight, we might have some problems. Yeah. It's not any time this week. Yeah, just make sure you guys get all your codes and all that good stuff. Hunts. Do I have auto battles? No, I don't. Alright. Need a dupe to guarantee a real unit. I don't know how likely or often it is we're gonna get real units in the coin shop, man. I feel like SG takes every opportunity that they could afford to not give you something in a coin shop. And when people are getting really mad about the coin shop, they'll slide you like a fucking tier 2 character. Like something that was OP like a whole year ago. Like Blood Moon Haste, for example. Or like DB Senya. Like, they really do not want to give you the good shit. I'm missing all the real units except Barunka. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But yeah, it's a tough world out there, man. FCC? Oh. I guess it'd be like that. Okay. Perfect, perfect. We decayed a little bit, because... Oh, we didn't decay. I've just been losing ranks for fun. Okay. Let's do this. Ace Trainer has been trickle feeding me a little bit info, so there's a couple of new team comps I want to test. What's up, Royalty? What's up, Senna? What's up, Mal? I got Tech Run from Ticket. Did you free imprint for the one I had already? No, I wouldn't really do that. I think it's better to just make 2. And if you can't afford to make 2, just keep it in your box. I think it's like, especially strong units, it's a really bad move to imprint using strong units. Okay. He takes Renak first. Oh, this is fucking annoying already. I think I'll take this. I just let him go first. I could play Ahmed here, to be honest. Great casting yesterday? Thanks, Parla. Yesterday's matches was really fun. Like, that thrown in with, the preview that they did. Dude, it was good vibes all around. In the back end, me, Car, and G-Clef, because we had to be there, right? We had to be there on time. Like, we couldn't watch the showcase with our community and our boys, but we were having a good time laughing amongst ourselves. Okay. I know I said I was here to, like, test a new build, but, like, what if I just go Ahmed, and Vildred? Like, what if I'm just dumb, though? Like, what if I'm just a little bit brain damaged, and I'm a little bit Ahmed pilled? One, two, three, four, Sage Baal, huh? Wait, don't I just do this? I think this is better if this is Euphine, because there's no way the ball catches up to me. I think the balls catches up to my villager here and kills me. Yeah, it looks like it. I think it's my loss. I would need to 15% the ball. You help me build a arena team around Lone Payra? I have content on that. I suggest you just go watch the videos. Are you guys gonna be there IRL for the finals? Hell no. Wait, what? Why would you do that? What? Huh? Oh, he doesn't have book. Why would you play Baal if you don't put a book on him right now? What? I mean, who knows? Maybe his, like, Spirit Eye Celine's got him anchored. If I killed the Renak, we just win. The FCC needs to go ahead of this thing, and then we win. Clank. I'm so confused. Why doesn't he have a fucking book for that? Like, what? There we go. Is that knowledge seed on Baal? What are we doing, man? What are we doing, neutrals? Where's our fucking book, man? Let's be honest with ourselves. If you had book there, that shit was a fucking free win. How did you get them to give away Jesus Ras? Nerdy. You live in America, right? Have you ever, on a Saturday morning, you hear your doorbell go, okay? You open your doorbell, and it's this nice little Korean woman, and she's got the full face mask and everything, right? And she's like, hello, do you believe into Jesus Christ? You ever had one of those experiences, and in your brain, you're like, I fucking rather be anywhere else than here right now. If you live in America, in an anywhere Asian community, you would have had that. It's like, I know, perfect, yeah. So it's like, I walked up to the fucking team, and I just said, do you believe into Jesus Christ? Do you think Jesus would like it if you charge money for him? And they go, oh shit, you're right. It's like, I know what you mean, bro. And then they were like, let's give him out for fucking free. And the leader said, I approved of it myself. Obviously, I'm fucking joking, guys, but come on, guys. Like, Koreans are very religious. They love Jesus. If they make Jesus anything, I had a feeling they were gonna, you know, give him out, but I didn't feel comfortable saying it. Cause he's the throat goat. No comment. But it might be related. Now I can get him and Mercedes. Yeah, I'm suddenly feeling really good about skipping Tenebria, dude. Like, feeling really good. I'm feeling myself. Is Mercedes ML will be a DPS? No idea. They only shown Ross. We got Tenny, they only shown Ross. Mercedes comes later. You'll have to figure it out. Dude, how are people sniping Renak from me? What the fuck? How are people giving me Renaks? What the fuck? Wednesday will know. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Ahmed? Whoa, what is this? What? Let me think. No. Wow, that beat on 3 is actually kind of fucking cooking. Oh, no. What do I fucking take here? I have no Ahmed on 3. I have no Payra to play. I have no Barunka. I already have FCC, so I don't want to play. What the fuck? I'm actually stuck. Take this. I have to just get creative with it then. He has 2 of these fuckers. He has B-Dom on 3. I have to ban that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have a way to capitalize on this? If I ban this, he's out of cleanse. But I think he gets too much value out of that, so I should just... Easier if I just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I don't know if this... Oh, wait, it's Celeste official samurai. This is probably safe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sure. Show me double bird's eye soul weavers? That'd be pretty demonic. So you have to burn here. Wait, what? Okay, sure. I gave him the stupid thing. Oh man. But he's completely out of cleanse now. If I land any amount of stuns, he's fried. Okay, kinda lucky. How did I not land anything on the fucking Celine? I didn't land anything on the Celine, that's a bit odd. His stuff should have ER then, if this is the way to play. Oh, I crit. Lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I click S3 here and I can't dispel, it's ER Saloon. It's ER Speed Saloon. Okay, interesting. I don't even think that build makes sense, but you know what? You go for it, King. Let's see what he's cooking. By the way, our win condition actually, this Celine is so protected. Our win condition, unironically, is to kill the beat-up. So he has to first hit the poly, right? Because there's no way you see counter on the Belly and you're going on the Bellion. Is it worth to get Green Charles with the ticket plus 50? No, hell no. Not even close. Okay, so he goes on the Belly. He's got one. Okay, so he's got that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got the S2. Kill this first. Like, make it easy on ourselves. Soulburn the Bellion? He's dead, no? Okay, really fucking good duel. So if I win now, there's like nothing he can do. I only land one debuff out of the wave. Whew! He's got one hit here. Goes in on the FCC because he can't touch the Bellion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I fuck up? I think I fucked up. think I fucked up. That was a misplay. I could have just double tapped her right there. Damn. This is okay. The Nat comes back now with S3. The S3's here. Nat gets pushed. Ah. I misplay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't crit here, so this is fine. Let's go for her stats. We don't care about giving him that, because the next S3 kills literally everything. The problem is, I would have to survive the next rotation. Right? I could put myself back in stealth if I give him my S3, but that kind of defeats the point of that. So I think with one stack of Pilfer, I just face tank it. Yep. 2, 3, 4. I need to give my FCC a turn. This is kind of a problem. He has one hit, right? So this goes. He needs to go into the rematch. I pilfered his stats, I survived the hit, Ross gets him an S2, so he kills the Renak here. All I have to do is tickle the Celine now. Ross dies. He's out of cooldowns here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, she just doesn't have enough gas to beat me. Oh, I have the crit. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to see if we have enough gas to beat him. Ouch. Ugh. No, you're not beating me. He's cooking? No, he's not. What? What are you talking about? What do you mean he's cooking? In what universe is a Speed ER Celine cooking? Speed ER Celine's awful, man. I'm gonna just be honest. If you are going to play ER Celine, you need to be a lot slower with more damage. The most important thing on this character is to have damage, and if you don't have enough damage, she can't get anything done. The moment I saw that first attack with both Ahmed buffs not kill, I was like, oh, he's not beating me no matter what he does. Spirit Eye Celine's entire identities is get kills, snowball her cooldown, and get her turn cycling going. He couldn't do that. Especially not when I also had Bellion. You're cooking the cooker? I would call it cooking, but no, like, I'm gonna be as... Like, I can't say it nicely. I just think the build is bad. If you're gonna play ER Celine, be slower with damage. Like, it's not that difficult to understand that, right? What's your favorite part of the anniversary announcement? I'm not gonna lie, I missed the entire thing. The only part I caught at the end was when they gave out the code. So that was my favorite part. If you guys didn't know, so the announcement was an hour and 40 minutes, right? My internet was down for the first hour and 20 minutes. So the only part I caught was the part where they gave out the code. And I was like, oh, fuck it. Are we hyped about free Ross? I low-key, I have no clue what he does. I missed that entire part of the announcement. All I heard was Car very laggily going, oh, OP! And I was like, oh, Car is hyped and he's OP, got it. The entire time I was trying to fix my internet connection. And as it turned out, guys, it wasn't me. The production just kind of set the Discord server to somewhere where me and Car were just very laggy. So that's what happened. Let's go look at his preview. Isn't Kevstrife already doing that? I kind of want to play some RTA. We could do that later. We could do that later. Let me play some RTA though. You feel me? Free ML5? Yes. I think he's very strong for a free ML5. I did get to catch AoE true damage though. That seemed pretty OP, but I mean, you could just play Illy, no? anytime anything with true damage comes out, I'm just like, don't you just play Illy? We need a legend take. Yeah, sure. All right, man. Yeah, I'll do it. Any builds you guys want to see for now? I gotta go use the restroom. He has Seal for Illy as well. Yeah, but Illy's usually like played really slow as like a full HP battery. Illanav dies. Okay, I mean, we'll see, guys. We'll see, right? His S2 was a Seal and 50% max health reduction on an ST. 50%. Is it a straight injury? Okay, now I have to see this. What the fuck? Now I have to see this. What the fuck? No, it's a debuff. Oh. Debuffs fucking suck. Let's not pretend like people didn't just spend all of last night playing fucking hand guy, right? Epic 7.
There's no...
It turns into an extra turn when crit. Okay?
No need for fear.
Yeah, I need to see this shit.
Though
embodiment. Due to his lack of understanding of humans as a whole, he's often found acting in peculiar ways. Though he used to approach humans without hesitation at first,
kissed and all that
when he
shit.
later realized that his resplendent divinity struck both awe and fear into those around him.
It has 10 soul, ignore F-res. Does it have strip? Because if it doesn't have strip, it's kind of moot.
Ross gradually withheld expressing his thoughts. While true that Ross is closer to the divine than he is to humanity, it may actually be his unbending will, despite his numerous regressions, and not his divinity.
Isn't that a very Korean thing? Oh god, guys, Epic 7 is just a regression web novel. Fuck! How did I not realize that? Oh shit, bro, he's Korean. Jesus, you're right. Oh my goodness. What the fuck?
That separates him
guys,
from being a human.
Yes, man.
Genesis Ross is a 5-star light elemental knight.
Okay.
He has high health and defense, and can increase his health further
that's a lot of
through his
HP.
imprint concentration. Skill 3.
Penetrates target's defense, damage dealt proportion to the caster's max health, damage dealt increase of fear, and at the start of first battle, grant Sacred Covenant for 5 turns. Cannot be affected by any debuffs or other... Huh? Okay. Upon dying, I mean, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I think the revive is the least impactful of that part. I think cannot be affected by debuffs is fucking insane. Okay, guys, do we know if harmful effects include injury or no? Is this injury as well or no? Like, this is the important part. Same wording as that skill. It's same as oath and oath upon. Okay, so you can still hit it with injury.
Goddess's Judgment. Attacks.
So it's oath of punishment, except instead of having 2k fixed, it's 100% revive. So whatever you do, you have to kill him twice.
All enemies with divinity and penetrates the target's defense. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. Damage dealt increases with fewer enemies. At the start of the first battle, grants Sacred Covenant for 5 turns.
He might
Sacred
be
Covenant
able to revive through Briar passive. I doubt that. I highly doubt that.
A buff that keeps the bearer from being affected by debuffs and some harmful effects, and upon death, revives the bearer to 100.
Kill him twice or cast it in comfortable table gaming for 5 minutes for 5 turns. Shinigami, true or false? Alright, I'm not gonna tell you the answer to this. An Ahmed comp will have absolutely no problems killing this fucker twice. You could do it with Strays, you could do it with Kisei, you could definitely do it with Judge Kisei. An Ahmed comp will have no problem killing this fucker twice.
100% health.
Feel free to tell me if that's true or false.
Sacred Covenant cannot be dispelled. The bearer from being affected by debuffs and some harmful effects, and upon death, revives the bearer to 100% health. Sacred Covenant cannot be dispelled.
Why didn't they show this damage versus an Illinab that's in 70 to 80% of defense teams? That's odd, guys.
Skill 2.
That's a hard question. Who can say? Yeah, I guess we'll find out, right?
Chains of Binding. After inflicting seal and disintegration on the enemy for 2 turns, attacks the enemy.
Oh, decreases max HP by 25%. This effect is doubled when... Oh. Wait, pause. What? Wait, isn't this really OP in PvE, guys? Or is it just me? Like, I'm like, this actually... Okay, guys, I know, like, auto max injury sounds kind of OP. But, like, first of all, you can just cleanse this. That ain't no thing. Like, who gives a shit? But, like, if you just reduces a boss max HP by 25%, isn't that a lot more significant in PvE than PvP? Or am I crazy? I see this, I'm just like, Tristan is, like, fucking jerking his massive cock in the corner, bro. Holy shit. And you can soul burn this. It's allowed in PvE. Yeah, that's the first thing I'm thinking of, right? Because let's be honest, fellas, debuffs are not real. Like, debuffs are so goddamn fake. 50% max health decrease? Yeah, but then you just cleanse it. Who cares? You know? Like, are we really gonna act like the reason why this is OP is like, because, guys, fellas. The reason why this character is really OP on the S2 is because this specifically isn't a debuff. Okay? If this is a debuff, it would do fucking nothing. Because every player and their mother would run immunity set, and then they would run an ML Aria, and then you wouldn't get to use it. Right? Like that's literally how it is. We have to talk about the game like it is. Right? But I think the really OP application of this is always going to be in PvE. Straight up. Right? You just ball tap a boss for 25% of their HP and you slow walk your way to victory. Like, what are we talking about? It's a red debuff, which means it can't be cleansed. Oh! Oh, it's a red debuff. Oh, like stun. Stun's a red debuff. You can't cleanse stuns, right? Or burns, right, guys? That's the one? Is that what we're talking about? Oh! No, you could cleanse these. What are we talking about? It's the unique effects that can't be cleansed, my G. I think you got them twisted. We're conflating them a little bit. You probably need an immunity applier since he's slow as hell. I mean, isn't that everywhere right now? Like, you can play hand guy. You can play hand guy. That's it. Yeah, I think like it's just hand guy, right? Like, you just play hand guy, no? I mean, here's the thing, right? I hope in the showcase they show like his damage versus Illinab.
Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. Disintegration.
Here's the thing about this. This is kind of balanced. It doesn't even like strip your immunity or anything. Like if this says like dispels immunity first, ignores effect resistance if you are wider than your target. Caught, bro. Automatically caught. That'd be OP. All right? Let's not even pretend. That should be OP as hell.
Is a debuff that reduces max health by 25%. This effect is done.
He's slow, but new set is gonna give him 50 CR on revive. Is that like real? Or are you fucking memeing? Because that doesn't even sound good.
Doubled when applied to heroes. When 10 soul
it's
is
real.
consumed,
That doesn't even sound fucking good, but I guess they made it just for him.
Force effect resistance.
Yes, it's real. Can you guys link? What?
Skill 1.
There are 2 new sets.
Holy
It's gotta be like a 2-piece set or something.
Blade. Attacks the enemy with a sword blast and increases combat readiness of the caster by 25%.
It's plus 15%. It's 15% speed plus 50% CR boost. Oh. Wow, Briar Witch and Singelica stocks are going up by the second, boys. Holy fuck. It's a 4-piece set. Okay, can you guys link? I need to see this.
Damage dealt increases proportionally.
Yeah, I missed the entire showcase
to
last
the caster's
night.
max health. The 7th Anniversary's special artifact, a
75% counter chance on dodge. Wait, really? 75% counter chance on dodge. That actually sounds really good. It's just a better double-edged crescent. It's a way better double-edged crescent. What the fuck? They need to rework double-edged crescent.
Precious Connection. Increases health by 10%. At the start of the turn, gain 10 soul.
Oh, he has his own artifact. Okay. Oh.
Can only be activated twice per battle. The skill effect of this artifact does not increase when enhanced. The
This has got to be like a free one, right? This looks like something we get for free.
artifact, a Precious Connection, can be obtained through the 7th Anniversary check-in event.
Counter flan is already a thing. Yeah, but now you just die faster to Lionheart, so it's like I'm not really fucked up about it. Doesn't Lionheart just give him C?
And your fate.
Heir
Yeah,
of
can you
the
guys
Covenant,
link me?
the embodiment of the
I'm
god.
starting to think like, okay, you guys can't all be simultaneously writing fanfics at the same damn time, but like, here? Okay.
이번에 추가되는 신규
What the hell? Okay. That's interesting.
Goddess who protects the world.
Alright.
Genesis Ross can be obtained world.
Okay, we're up against Illinav. I already see their game. Do you guys see their game? Do you guys see their game? Do you guys see their game? He seals? Yeah, but he doesn't strip, man. What, are we gonna suddenly start pretending nobody runs Illinav on fucking immunity, or what? When are we gonna start being real, and we're gonna start accepting the fact that everybody who plays Empyrean Illinav runs an immunity set? And if you do go up against Ras, like, all you have to do is run some kind of elongated immunity, like with Hand Guy, with DJB, and suddenly Ras gets stalled out and you're gonna start eating injury left and right. Are we gonna pretend nobody runs strip on their team? Oftentimes, not on tank down. That's real. And look at Omid players, right? Even Cleave team is starting to skip strips, right? Like, believe it or not, outside of Tenebria and like Lidica compositions, the teams are generally actually running very far away from having auto strips. And you can also run like a ROM. You'll have 3 turns. Like what are we talking about, man?
Come on! What's even the point in struggling? Trying to get away, are we? You can't outrun me.
Light Mercedes could be completely complementary to Ross. Let me put it this way. I do not trust a single combo piece that Smilegate puts out. Because, like, what happens, guys? Every fucking time they put out a unit and they're like, this unit is here to beat the best cleave in the game. This unit is here to beat the best cleave. Bro, this unit's not here to beat the cleave. They're here to join him, okay? Let's be honest with ourselves. Every single fucking time they're like, oh, this unit is here to beat cleaves. Like, nope, cleavers just takes them and use them, right? So it's like, however a character is intended to be used, the player base is a lot more creative than that. Let's be honest. The player base is really fucking good at perversing the use of whatever the intended design is, and then just making it better for their composition and their playstyle. Yeah, like you can't pretend that. There's no boss Arunka, nor does he seal. I mean,
I show up.
yeah, like they're obviously gonna pick and choose battles that are gonna make them look good, right? The entire point of a PvP gacha game, and I'm gonna shatter some of your guys' immersion here, okay? The entire point of PvP gacha game, and by extension card games like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, the point is to create OP bullshit so that they can make money selling you the solution. That is it, right? We all know what we signed up for. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna put in like Illinav, you're gonna put in Tenny, you're gonna put in Renak.
Is only but an illusion.
Bro, you go into RTA, whose Renak here isn't going to pilfer the lie, gonna pilfer the Ross, right? Let's be honest with ourselves. Who's not running immunity on this? Who's not running some form of elongated immunity such that their Illinav can stay alive longer, or their Renac can just get reset by the Aram and then just run it down double, right?
Oh, it's just like a dream. All together.
Call upon you.
You could be immune to
Is it
pilfer.
time?
That'd be fucked up, dude.
I will judge your sins. Trust me.
Who's Ross is getting to do that, bro? No, I can tell you, past challenger rank, not a single fucking Ross is gonna be able to do that. You need to run some kind of strip for this, right? Like, they made this showcase extra easy.
There was never a place for you.
Not immune to pilfer. Bihua isn't immune to pilfer. I mean, think about it, right? I don't think, like, Benimaru's immune to pilfer. I don't think Dragon Bright Senyo with Oath of Punishment is immune to pilfer, right?
To belong in this world.
Wait, pause.
This world.
Okay, so across the board, he does 50. Oh no. Guys, I have some bad news. So let's pretend we live in a universe where Empyrean Illinav players run immunity set, right? Let's pretend for 1 second. That's just how the world is. It's a cruel world, I understand, guys. So let's pretend. Oh wait, people do run immunity set. So in a world where immunity set Empyrean Illinav exists, you're just fucked. That's what I'm getting out of this. Oh my god, bro. Like, okay. You guys know how, like, people would scam little kids, right? This is like, if they were giving this out for free, I'd be like, this is something you have to explain to your little brother, right? Like, okay, Jimmy, don't get scammed by the big mean adults now. Like, yeah, bro, who's running, like, Empyrean in this environment, man? I'm just so fucked up over it. Like, yeah, you can strip it, but that's not what this is, right? Like, this is not ever a feasible real team that anybody would ever run, and that's not a real defense you would ever actually come across. It's saying if you play Genua strays into Empyrean Illy? See, now, at the very least, I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because if you look at it, at the very least, people are playing strays into Illinav, right? Think about that for a second. Triple Torrent strays, 4.5, 300 through an Amit with double buffs, right? Gab, C damage. You can actually punch Illinav in the balls. You can one-shot her, no problem, right? That's real. This... yeah, you could, but when you start involving more team members, then you gotta also be like, well, Illinav can have immunity extension. Like, what are we talking about, right? Which you don't, no, you definitely play strays into Illinav. That some Amit players have figured out for, like, months. Why does Sage Baal sleep for 2 turns? He doesn't.
A new toy. You wanna see? I'll do my best.
You know, here's a question, guys. If you're gonna play this character, why don't you play him with a ROM so he gets 2 S3s back to back? It would make him look so good. Like, on the broadcast yesterday, somebody said, well, you're a Smilegate employee. Like, first of all, I'm not. If I was, Smilegate would break pretty much every single labor law in California for worker treatment and underpay. But, here's a good question, guys. Why don't they just hire me to design these showcases for them?
Sweet jam.
I know how to beat it. I know how to beat every unit in the game. And I've played enough to have played against every comp in the game. Just hire me.
No, you're great. Please assist.
Okay. I'm gonna actually be honest, right, Marky? I have to, like, shit on him a little bit harder because everybody's really hyped about him, obviously, right? I have to temper your expectations. But truthfully being said, I think out of all the free units they've ever given us, this is the best one by far. Like, I'm not gonna even, like, pretend for a second that he isn't the best unit they've given us, right? First of all, it's an ML5. He plays like an ML5, not like Einzel Gone, right? And he's obviously a really fucking strong unit. I think if you're starting the game, you'd be insanely hyped to get him. He's free. Yes, he's completely free. Right? I obviously, when I'm like criticizing his kit, right, and all of these aspects, I'm criticizing him from the perspective of if you are a top 1,000 player in the world, these are the issues you're going to be having when using him, right? Because you are playing against other top 1,000 players with super high access accounts, with exclusive builds and exclusive gear, and they're going to be able to do all of these crazy bullshit, right? But for a new player where you are like in the top 100,000 and you're barely getting your gear together, you're getting dude, this guy's gonna be so good. You can use him in hunts. He's gonna just drop the boss's HP by 25%. You can, and then nuke the boss real hard. There's so many things you can do with him. Like, this is actually such a hype good, like, free character. I think out of everything I played in every game, this is like the biggest upgrade to your account to be getting for free across single gacha game that I can think of. Like, this is more significant than getting Doctor Ratio for free in Star Rail. It's more significant than getting a free Archer in Star Rail. Like, I've been playing a lot of Uma Musume. Like, it's better than a free selector in Uma Musume because, let's be honest, the horses aren't all that without the support cards, which you're not guaranteed to get, like the good ones. So this is actually an insane improvement, and I'm assuming the artifact you get for free too. Also, I do not know why my sound alerts are dead, but thank you guys for the follow. Annie and Issa Knight, thank you for the 15-month prime. Welcome back, homie. I appreciate it. Oh, they add immunity to his debuffs to every boss. That could also happen. Immunity to disintegrate. Yeah, I could see it. But I think for a lot of stuff, they don't need to add it. Like, think about it. All the new OP, like, if they ever do new Abyss, I can imagine every boss being immune to disintegrate, right? But if you let Ross disintegrate hunts, rifts, rune altars, it doesn't matter, right? And story, it lets new players catch up really fast. And I think that's an awesome mechanic. Like, if you're new and you could disintegrate all the old bosses, right, that the old players have been farming for years, it's a really fast lane to catching up. Like, and I think that's amazing design. I don't know if you guys agree with that. I think that's awesome. All right. But I think as far as PvP goes, especially playing against top players, like, this is not the right expectation to be setting. You could bully anything with any character.
There's no mercy. You had your chance to repent.
Okay.
Shall we end this?
There.
I'm still standing.
Get ready. You are unwelcome.
He has counterplay. I think there's a lot of counterplay to him.
There. I don't really. Guys, tell me what is wrong with this picture right now. Tell me what is wrong with this picture right now. Mind you, my poly is about 120 effectiveness with a MLB Abyssal Crown. How many different takes do you think they needed to be like, okay, we really need to stall this guy's tempo because otherwise Ross might just get ran? Dev seeded account, bro. Like, they're trying so hard. Like, these showcases are not it, man.
Trust me.
I'm gonna say this, and I can promise you guys, one, I'm never gonna get hired by Smilegate to design the showcase, and two, I think if I say this enough times on stream, it's gonna happen. You guys ready for this? So what they should do is in these showcases, show us the stats of the character afterwards, so we know what to expect in terms of their HP and crit damage scaling ratios, for one, and the other one is actually use it on live servers, or at least mimic teams you would see in live servers.
That's it. That's it, right? Until I see those two things, I'm not believing in this one bit. Pay the man? No, they wouldn't. They would never.
Perish.
Early sack.
Do not interfere.
Okay.
I hate the darkness
Okay.
because it hides your suffering.
Truth or false, guys? If this was an AI arena and this was RTA, right? You set up all of this. The Ufiend player soul burns, you lose. The Ufiend player soul burns, you fucking die here. What are we talking about, man? Hello? I'm not crazy, right, guys? I think if this was RTA with all of these random bullshit you set up, right? Illy with no immunity, you had a blue Kraut to tank the Renak, right? All of that. Bro, you cherry pick everything. You put him in a scenario where if the Ufiend could soul burn, you lose. Really? Really? Oh, fucking Christ, brother. This is an awful showcase. I'm gonna just say it, guys. This showcase is fucking garbage. Like, you guys know how Pyra Software got in trouble, right? For all the random bullshit takes he's been having on the internet. This is ass. You can kiss my whole ass. Okay? This is some used car salesman bullshit. Okay? You do all of that to put Ross in a losing scenario. Were any of this a real player? That is a terrible look. This is terrible. Not only am I not going to hype up this unit, I'm going to tell everybody I know to not hype up this unit. Like, all right, that's my bit for the day. But like, no, I think the unit is awesome, but the way they showcase them is trash, straight up. Like, I think whichever department was in charge for this segment, they need to fucking they need to be put on a different duty. Like, they need to just be brewing coffee and doing fucking cleanup duty for the office, man. Like, what is this, man? This is fucking awful. Guys, I need you guys to understand. I got paid to make a video for Smilegate to promote E7WC. There was a part where me and Divine wrote a joke, and it was like, it didn't flow 100% smooth, right? We went back between the two of us, and we shot that bitch 3 times, so the joke would flow smoothly, right? You're getting paid an actual employee salary, and you couldn't be fucked to make a real showcase that real players would actually face off in? You don't deserve that job. I'ma just say it. If that makes me a villain, so be it. I don't fucking care. Like, this showcase is awful. The unit is lit, okay? But this showcase showcases everything you shouldn't be expecting about playing PvE. Or PvP, rather.
Is it time?
Bro.
Deliverance is inevitable. There's no mercy.
Oh, and he crits, he gets the extra turn. Bro, if the Ufiend has soul burn, you were so fucking dead, man. It's such a bad look.
A simple tactic.
If that Ufiend killed... Buddy. Think about the damage difference, right? Think about this. The Ufiend dropped him to there. The Ufiend Soulburn bumps her damage about 50%, which means the Ufiend would have done about this much damage if she had the Soulburn, which means any real player would have won this game. Straight up. Like, they're basically telling you, like, okay, in an environment where you can pick and choose your fights, like, the left team is supposed to be the stronger team, right? And these are like, whoa, it's a RGB unit against a bunch of OP and ML5 bullshit, right? Like, no, man. Like, in RTA, you would have gotten cooked. Straight up. You would have gotten fried in RTA. Like, in most real scenarios, this will never happen, right? And the reason why I really dislike it, guys, is not because I'm like, oh, when you see, it needs to be perfectly accurate. Like, no, like, that's not the reason at all, right? Here's the reason. They are giving this unit out as a free gift to new players. And you are setting up the expectation that he is somehow supposed to be able to, like, beat Empyrean Illinav that doesn't have immunity, that he's somehow supposed to survive a traumed up Euphine from this spot. Like, none of that is actually supposed to happen. Oh, and like, Blue Crow is supposed to tank that hit for Renak. Like, no, every single sentient human being would have slammed the initial Renak S3 onto the Ross instead. Who is going to put it onto a Blue Crow? Are you fucking kidding me? There is no shot, right? Simple as that. Would this be cinema if AI can soul burn? No, I don't think AIs need to soul burn per se, but I just think this is such a terribly put together showcase fight. They have, you know, the quality of these fights kind of fluctuate quite a bit, but this is by far one of the worst ones I've seen. I normally don't even watch these, but I really want to see how Ross deals with Illinav. And I'm going to be perfectly honest, I'm not very impressed. I still think as long as you have Illinav, you don't really care about this character in PvP. They should do an RTA showcase. Yeah, I mean, they have a dev that actually plays the game, right? Like, perfect. Have him throw it up against AB, and like, he says he touched Legend, right? That's fucking impressive. Like, I'll give you the full disclosure, guys. Like, ever since they introduced, like, you know, shows your highest reach, I never bothered touching Legend. I don't fucking give a shit, right? But if he's touched Legend, like, go up against AB, go up against Elf. Like, show the community how good these fucking characters are. If you touch Legend, you should at least have a chance. You can make the guy look good, right? Shouldn't be hard. Be funny if he has some place in PvE. Yes, no, I think he'll be great in PvE. You disintegrate a boss, and then you just let new players farm the bosses with disintegrate. It's actually pretty good. I'm a big fan of that. The one thing they can do to balance the game is remove Empyrean Illinav. Oh, you have no idea how many aggro players would love that. His S3 does more damage the less enemy there are. Let me put it for you this way. If they don't... If this Empyrean Illinav had immunity, if this Renak had actual targeting AI, if this Euphine was able to soul burn, okay, you would never get that showcase. You would never get to the part where this team would even have lost one single unit. What if Illinav moves first and loses her immunity? Who the fuck is building Illinav to move first? There's a reason why people play her base speed, and you could be like, oh, well, what if they hit her teammates enough time? Well, just somebody puts immunity back up. You can have a ROM be slow and give your team 3 turns. You can have Hand Guy give 2 turns. You can have DJB give 2 turns, right? That's it. S3 does more. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, no, I think it'll be really good for boss stages. Like, I think he'll be a really good, like, side DPS, like a sub DPS for a boss killer type unit. Straight up. What's Illinav base speed? Like 96 or 97. My Illinav isn't on immunity set, so am I cooked? Just put immunity set on and not be cooked. Duh. Holy shit, bro. My brother got into vinyls. Now, I can say this sound quality is crisp. I thought there was a band or some shit in his room. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, wait, no, he just got his vinyls going. Disintegrate works in PvE? That's the current theory, right? Because so far, based on the wording, this effect is double when applied to heroes. That means this works on bosses, and it's intended to be used on bosses. All other content creators love it except you. I think you got the totally wrong read, dude. I think you completely misunderstood what I said. I think this character is awesome. I have no idea where you have except you from. Like I think the character is fucking amazing. I think the showcase is fucking awful. I think it doesn't showcase anything about what Ross is good at. And it cherry picks matchups where, like, think about it like this, right?
There's no
If I have no better turn to demonstrate this to you, in RTA, Abyssal Euphine was Soulburn here and Ross would have died. There were 7 things about this showcase that was completely cherry picked and out of context and basically designed to make him look good, and he still would have lost if there was a sentient human being on the other side of this. I have no qualms with the unit, but I think people are getting a little bit too hypey about the unit and they're getting the wrong idea about the unit, and you're getting the wrong idea about me. Isn't this all their showcases or nah? No, there were a few good ones in the past, but I mostly skip these. I don't watch these. The showcases are garbage. G. Ross didn't proc the buff. I understand that, but he also doesn't have the buff after all of these extra turns he's been taking. Can someone have an opinion? No, man. Gregory, come on. What is wrong with you, Gregory? It's 2025. Everybody needs the same opinion. If you don't have the same opinion as me, then you're my enemy and I have to make fun of you. Now, come on. Yeah, of course people can have their own opinions. I think this has to, I don't know, bro. This has to do with the way, like, I was raised. Like, I was raised real tough. So I don't care if people disagree with me. I don't care if people say bad things about me. I really don't fucking care. But people outside of me do. And it's like, you know, I'm just here to explain why the showcase sucks. And if you're hyped about this character, you should have the right expectation set. So you're not just walking into RTA first picking this guy and just wondering, shit, man, these dudes with Empyrean Illinav's cooking me. This game's fucking awful, right? Because everybody knows if you're on a high horse and you're really feeling yourself and then suddenly everything comes crashing down, it feels fucking bad, right? I'm just trying to stop that from happening to people. We only need to understand the skill set. I don't think you understand the skill set. This skill set is not as OP as the showcase made it look. That's my only point. I don't think you understand it. You can feel hyped about the character, right? But if you ever walk into RTA thinking you're just going to beat a good tank down player running Empyrean Illinav, then the showcase has absolutely not done you any favors, and if anything, set you up for the wrong expectations when you play the game. Don't you know your whole chat is legend players? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize. I keep forgetting, guys. I'm so sorry. There's all 100 of you guys on YouTube and all 100 of you guys on Twitch. Right, you guys are legend players. Fuck. I'm sorry. I sometimes I forget, guys. Look, I'm just a lowly Emperor player. You guys are gonna have to, you know, exercise patience with me. You know, I'm a little bit slow compared to you guys, okay? It is what it is. Alright, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Warlord on a good season. That's top 3K, man. Top 3K in the world is nothing to scoff at. You should feel good about that. You know nothing in the game? Bro, I'm not Valky. I'm Jon Snow. I know nothing. Never too late to remember. True, thank you for reminding me. I knew I had the best chat, guys.
your chance to repent.
Yeah, like, once again, guys, good-ass character. This showcase is fucking awful. It sets up the wrong expectations for everything he does.
There.
I'm still standing.
Get ready.
I'm bringing the average down from bronze. Dude, you are God's soldier doing God's work. I give a 07 to you, man. What arty do you think we run? What's the knight version of Sweet Miracle, guys? Is there a knight version of Sweet Miracle? He would run that. Wait, not Sweet Miracle, sorry. Prayer of Solitude. Is there a knight version of Prayer of Solitude? No, okay. Well, you know what? At least there's some semblance of balance. That's his own artifact. Oh, right, because it's 10% HP. I don't think it's this. I don't think his HP goes fast enough for this, nor does he get enough turn cycling, and I don't think he's a counter character. Obviously, you want somebody else carrying Aureus, because he's too important. Okay, thoughts and feelings, guys? You just run Holy Sack on him. The Cleaver kills him, he comes back. They kill him again, he comes back again. He XD. Thoughts and feelings? His S1 is a 25% CR boost. Elbrus could work. Anytime you have S1CR boost, you can run counter Elbrus. I think Holy Sack would be funny. Like, those are the default ones, right? Holy Sack with the new set. Revive plus Holy Sack. Don't take away people's joy and happiness. Damn, I didn't realize I was the fucking Grinch on Christmas, bro. What the fuck? My fault. My fault, King. Although, if you're talking about the showcase, guys, if your happiness is built on lies and falsehoods, I'm taking that shit away. I'll tell you straight up. If you are happy because somebody is lying to you or trying to mislead you, somebody's gonna take it away. If I don't take it away, you'll find out eventually. And the longer you're happy about being lied to, the harder it's gonna hurt you when that lie is being taken away. That's all I'll say. That's why I don't lie to myself. I'm harsh with myself, and by relation, I'm strict with you guys. Whenever you guys pull up with some bullshit take, I need to make sure you guys understand that something is wrong there, right? That's just the type of channel this is. If you want me to treat you like I'm Care Bear, this is not the right channel for you. If you want somebody who gives you the truth, okay? Like, we talk about truth and we talk about how to play the game here. If you want that, then this is the channel for you. Spit them facts. I mean, that's just how it is, right? Like, just joking? No, I'm just in case you're serious. I had to make sure you understand that. There's a reason why people call me Unk, and it's just because I make sure everybody's okay at the end of the day, right? He'll be a good unit. Oh no, he's 100% a good unit. This is a really good unit. I need to ask you guys, what do you guys think? Okay, I have a very serious question, okay? I need you guys to riddle me this, okay? Jesus Ross. As an aggro player, guys, do you guys think I could just replace my Strays? You guys think I could just play Jesus Ross? Like, Strays could get Abyssal Crown stunned by their red poly, right? Ross can't. What if I just play Ross instead of Strays? Thoughts and feelings, guys? Thoughts and feelings? I know everybody's like, oh, this is the best turn 2. What if I just play him with Ahmed? What if you, yeah, exactly. What if I play both? Literally thought he was a tank Strays. He kind of is. Who uses your 20 speeder? Bro, I have no fucking idea. The spread speed on my account is really good, so I don't really have a place for it. I mean, I'll figure something out, I'm sure. But the spread speed on my account is Sugoi. He gets to proc wings on S2, S3. No, I like that. I like that. ML Ross is what Green Charles wants to be. Is he though? I think oh shit, bro, who said that? CTF from YouTube chat said it really well, guys. I just think he's like a Strays for slow players. And also, by the way, guys, the whole Ahmed bit was a joke, okay? I don't know how many of you guys could tell I was joking. Ahmed's biggest selling point is a 75% attack up, and I don't think Roz does too much with it. But it sure will be funny. I'm pretty sure when he comes out, I'll at least play one game of him like that. They're meant to be played differently. Epic, I feel like you're kind of new in this community. So I'll explain something to you, okay? Every time there is a character in the game that is meant to be played one way, players of an opposite playstyle have found another way to play the character to a stronger effectiveness. The biggest recent example being Aram being used. People are like, oh my god, this Lydica's not a playable character anymore. But if you watch E7WC, what are people doing with Aram? They're playing Aram and Lydica together. And they're using Aram to reset their payload characters, like the Witch of the Mirror, or they reset a Lydica sometimes, or they even reset a Silverblade Araminta. Every time a character comes out, it doesn't matter what the team designed them to be used for. The team, whatever their design is, can be perversed, right? That is the biggest thing you need to understand about Epic 7. Not a single character is ever played the way they're supposed to be played. Like, it is really hard. There's always something really fucky, right? Like, think about this. Everybody's like, ooh, 129's base speed, Renak, right? What do people do with Renak? You build her 0 speed, 30,000 HP, 3k attack, and you play her in Village, right? Every single fucking Guild War defense you see a Renak, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get this guy with my Harsetti. Nope, Village Renak, suck a dick, right? Strays can't tank, yeah, but Ross can be CR boosted to do a lot of damage ahead of his turn, right? I think if you're new to the game and you want to voice your opinion, that's fine and all. But in a gacha game community, I'm not saying this for your good, right? People generally tend to be overly critical, and if you don't want words being thrown at you that you do not like, I listen a little bit more than I'd speak, right? And that is the nicest way I can put that. He plays into Tank Kong. Ross can just seal it. Oh, wait, you're right! Oh, except if they run immunity, right, man? Except when they run immunity. Village? Oh, Village just means you're meant to be played with Harsetti, right? And what a lot of people do is they'll just trap a Harsetti on Guild War defense with a full tank Renak. If you guys play like top 10, top 20 Guild War, actually go watch VicChunk's videos. That happens super often. Because VicChunk's and Palladia, that's the #1 ranked Guild War guild. American Renak, exactly. Wouldn't a defensive artifact be better than Holy Sack? He already has 200% EHP with the passive. You would think so, right? But like, a Holy Sack would just put him at 250% EHP. So effectively, if you think about Holy Sack in this case would be a 25% increase in total EHP, right? And if you were to look for like similar artifacts, right? Let's think about like Proof. The best defensive option in the entire game would be 30%. And if you get hit a couple of times, it dropped down to 15%. So it would be slightly better as a, like, this is the best option in the entire game, bar none, right? It would be slightly better at the start of the fight, and as the fight wears on, it would become worse. So Holy Sack, in all honesty, is not that bad. What hunt is immunity? A Ziminak. Neko's top right now. It's early in the season. It literally doesn't matter. Yeah, you have to be new right now, man. Yeah. So earlier in the season, everybody has like matchup difference. Like people have like different, you know, they'll have different results. Until the last 2 weeks, it doesn't matter at all. Yeah, and look, guys, I know my guild's not as good as Palladia, but we were ranked 9 in the world last season, so. I like to at least pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Is there E7WC? I'm told no. I thought there was puppers, but they told me it's next week. So I'm just gonna get on stream and dick around. Oh my god, I'm getting exposed. I need to do side story. Whoopsie. We cleared, but I should still do some side story to get her done. What's up, Mustico? I chose SBA over Archdemon today in Coin Shop, and I'm not looking back. No, Archdemon isn't very played. But I think SBA, if you play Litica, gets pretty often used as a closer. I think I do Eulogy, I think. Where's a Book of Memories? Eulogy. DN is OP into GRAS. I mean, if you think DN's OP, so is Illinav, right? It's not that deep. Anything DN is good into, Illinav is arguably better into. As a general rule. Who are you gonna pick for free as your free ML boss? I have no idea, guys. Is there a character you guys will want to see like an alternative showcase on? Like, I genuinely have no clue. I have 2 copies of, I think, every single boss. Legit. So I have no idea what I want to do. Prop Bellion? Yeah, probably that. That's the only one I don't have, like, 2 actual copies of. Oh, yeah, also, if you guys are just coming in today and you didn't get to see the showcase last night, you didn't get to see WC, I've code's pinned in the chat. If I pick a boss I already have, does the game give me 10 coins? No. Things from Okay. If it's a ticket, yes. It really depends on how they give it to us. If they give it to us, and it's from, like, a thing like this, then no. If it's from, like, oh, God. It depends on if there's a summoning animation. That's the quick and dirty of it. Also, guys, I have another plus 15 ticket. I already have everything. I don't know what I want to do. Are you gonna watch the rest of the Annie stuff from the stream? Probably, yeah. Do you know about all the changes? No, man. So I'm sure you were here when I was talking about this thing back. The entire showcase, right? It was like an hour and 40 minutes. The entire first, like, 1 hour, I was having connection issues. So I didn't get to watch it. I was trying to fix my internet. Yeah. Okay, let's see what this is.
15% 증가하고.
The reversal set is 4-piece increase speed. Okay, first of all, guys, if we're gonna do this, why didn't we not just rework Revenge set? Why did we not just rework Revenge set?
부활 시 행동 게이지가 50% 증가하는 효과이고요. 역습의 세트는 기사 아티팩트인 신성한 희생을 착용한 크라우.
Okay, I do like that idea. It's really good for Dragon Bright Senya.
유라, 모르트, 그리고 정.
Y'all not for real, bro. Y'all show all this bullshit and you don't show Dragon Bright Senya, which is probably the strongest user of Holy Sack. I mean, Mort's decent, like, Kraus fine. Come on, man, like, bruh.
행사 룰 등 적 공격 시에 사망 시 부활.
Which boss should I get since I have Harsetti and Archdemon? Probably Strays. I would say if you have to ask, you're probably getting Strays. Strays is a really strong character for most players in most situations.
를 통해 행동.
Like, let me put it this way. If you think a free G-Ross is gonna pop off your account, try Strays.
게이지를 크게 증가시켜서 상황을 역전시킬 수 있습니다. 그리고 음수의 세트도 4세트이고요.
Riposte set. Okay, I like that. But okay. That's crazy, right? If you think about it, usually it's just a better version. Okay, usually a set is slightly better than your artifact. But in this case, isn't a riposte set just a way better version of this? Sorry, my fat face is blocking it. Right? It's just a better version of this. It's 2.5 times better, or 2.2 times better, or something like that. You could stack both, yeah, but it's regressive and there's no point. Make the Crescent 100%? I disagree. You guys know what I think they should make, they should rework this artifact to? Give it evasion, and whenever you counterattack, heal. That's it. Give every single counter-attacker sustain by default. It's a done deal, right? If you want something that's a bit more all-in, then you would run Shepherd. Right? You would run Shepherd if you want something that's more all-in. And if you want to actually play evasion characters as evasion characters, you would run this. Done. Done, right? And then it's like a amount based on the damage dealt, right? So what you can do is you can set it to about, scaling up to 50%, which is the baseline because it's on Sigur's Scythe, right? Or if you think that's too OP on Thieves, then you could aim at the Golden Rose healing margin, which at max would be 30%. I think on Thieves, that's probably a more fair amount, right? 50% for Thieves sound like a bit too much. If you think about like a Spez or some shit, right? Like they're already healing a lot and then they stun some poor fucker, and then they rip into him for like 80k HP. That's too much, right? So like maybe 30%. Like you're getting a full heal anyway.
70% 확률로 반격을 할 수 있는 효과를 가진 세트입니다. 공세 세트
I think it'll be really good for Spez. Like, out of all characters I'm thinking about, like, Aiden, sure. Other Aiden, sure. Rylet, I guess.
잔영의 비올레토.
Soak Flan, yes. But I think the strongest user outside of Flan is gonna be Spez. Spez, I think, sounds really scary on that.
한낮의 유령 플랑 등 회피 영웅들이 전투에서 반격을 통해 변수를 만들고 싶을 때 사용할 수 있습니다.
Keira? No, I
그리고
don't think
앞으로
so.
나올 신규 영웅 중에서도
I think
신규
Keira does
세트를
too well
활용할
on
수
speed
있도록
set.
하고 장기적으로는 이 신규
RB?
세트가 더 추가되어서
That's a
새로운
good one.
전투
That's a
구도를
good one.
만들어갈 수
I
있도록
like that.
하겠습니다. 근데 신규
A lot of people don't think about this, but Degen RB was a really good evasion thief. For no other reason now, think about it like this, guys. You revive and you have 50 evasion for 2 turns, right? And you're like, well, it's only, or 3 turns rather, and you're like, well, it's not that good. But guess what? You still blind some poor fucks for 2 turns, and then they'll giga miss on you, and then you'll have 75% chance to counter. It's actually really good.
신규 세트
Dark Aiden without 60 C-Dam is quite sad. No, I think you're right, though. That's a
재밌을
good
것
point.
같아요. 재밌을 것 같은데 이 한편으로 무슨 생각이 드냐면 아까 가벼운 마음으로 하루에
That's a good
5분만
point.
플레이해도 만족감을 느낄 수 있게 해준다고 했는데 이렇게 되면 신규 장비 세트를 꼭 해야 되지 않습니까? 이게 사실은 그
Let me sit through this real quick. Guys, you guys wanna cycle through everything?
안녕하세요. 에픽 세
Bro, I do like the fact that they brought back Mr. Navi. I don't know how many people actually remember. Any rememberers for Mr. Navi? Anyone? Mr. Navi used to be the face of Epic 7, and then they fucked up with like I forget where Smilegate fucked up. Mr. Navi had to apologize, and he did this thing where he had to bow his head, and the Korean community made an edit out of it where when he bowed his head, right, like this, Stray's S3 cleaved his head in half. And I'm like, bro, that's fucked up. And then after that, he stopped coming in for work, man. That shit was so sad. It was a really fire edit, but if you didn't have super thick skin, you would feel really bad about it. Because bowing is a very important thing in Asian culture, you guys have to understand. It shows remorse and it shows respect. Yeah, it was really fucked up, but it was a funny edit. Like, if it were me, I'd feel sad about it because I got clowned on. But I'd be like, damn, that's fucking bars.
7 7주년을 기념해 계승자 여러분께 직접 인사드릴 수 있어
So it's good
기쁘고
to see him
설렙니다.
back.
계승자 여러분이 수많은 영웅들과 오르비스에서 모험을 떠난
Can you
지
guys find
어느덧
that edit?
7년. 계승자 여러분이 에피소드를 플레이하며 모험을 펼쳐주신 결과 편안한 모습으로
What if the new Mercedes is a revived Dodge character? Dude, the new Mercedes is a Soul Weaver, guys, and it gives your team AoE evasion buff and AoE revive buff. I'm calling it right here. And then there's going to be some kind of condition where Death Dealer Rake just can't strip those buffs. Like, if you were asking me, like, what I think Mercedes is going to do, that's her balance. Her balance is you can't kill us, and if you do, we come back. She's going to enable both new equipment sets.
되찾을 수 있었습니다. 그리고 시대를 거듭하며
Do you see her animation? No, I haven't. I'm just fucking bullshitting, dude.
펼쳐진 전장 속에서 잊혔던 영웅들의 이야기.
Yes, like you guys know how we have Meruem Mail, right? Meruem Mail was made because Mr. Navi just wasn't in Epic 7 anymore. Mr. Navi was really fucking popular. There used to be a Korean live stream like every other Wednesday for the patch, and Mr. Navi was always on it. And I thought people always did him dirty, dude.
이야기를 담은
She
오리진
magic
에피소드
for friends
역시
for fun. Did we
만나볼 수
get the
있었죠.
skill kit or no?
빅토리카, 크라우, 리나크, 로빈. 그 중심에는 계승되는 의지로 꿋꿋이 싸워나가는 성약의 계승자.
They be up super early? No, they be up super late because it would be at 3 a.m. for Mashu and New. And I remember because I would also be up late. And then after I watch it, I would sleep for work.
라스가 있었습니다.
If it wasn't super obvious, by the way, Mashu like lost a lot of sleep over that shit, and so did New. But New looked a lot cleaner, you know? New did not look like he was a guy that loses sleep.
기념하는 자리에서 기원의 라스를 소개해드릴 수 있어 영광입니다.
Would you change a Miki's build for the new set? Wait, why? Why would you change a Miki's build ever?
기온의 라스는
She
여신
doesn't revive, she doesn't evade. That's like the condition for the 2 new sets, right? Is there another new set I'm not aware of?
디체의 대리인으로 계승자 여러분과 끝없는 여정을 함께할 성약의 계승자입니다. 그 어떤 영웅보다 특별하고 강력하며 소중합니다. 그동안 에픽7을 개발해온 에픽7 팀 모두에게 무척 소중한 라스지만 7년간 함께 해주신 계승자 여러분께는 그 의미가 더욱 클 것으로 생각합니다. 오는 8월 28일 드디어 기온의 라스를 만나실 수 있습니다. 기온의 라스를 획득하는 데까지 많은 여정이 필요하지만 그에 걸맞게 위력은 에픽7 세계관 내에서 최고 수준으로 디자인되었습니다. 모든 계승자 여러분이 기온의 라스와 동행하기를 바랍니다. 꼭 지켜줘. 그 약속을. 기온의 라스가 여러분께 했던 약속처럼
Okay, so that's the intro.
많은 분들이 원해
기원의 라스를 영입하실 수 있고 트리플 S
So this
기억
is for
각인까지
Jesus
하실 수 있는 전용 기억 각인 재료도 획득하실 수 있습니다.
그러면
Imagine Ross last minute buff strip on S2.
마치 이제 보스 영웅처럼 이제 미션만 클리어해도 풀기
I don't think they okay. The likelihood of them changing a character after they've released the showcase is very low. In my experience, right, I've played since Green Violet. The likelihood of them doing that, the only times I've ever seen them do that was Young Senya. After we saw her damage, and people were like, "This is not okay." They're like, "Okay, we're shaving back the damage, but just only by a little bit, right?" That's the only time they've ever changed it. Can we skip GRAS? Oh yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, we can skip GRAS. So we already went over GRAS. Lady of the Scales.
네,
Okay,
새로운
perfect. I didn't see this
메르세데스가
one.
얼마 전 신규 월간 극장 마지막
Alencia 2? No, they didn't change it after. What they did was people had the idea that she could counterattack and land the extra attack and all of that after the counter, and they had to specifically clarify she couldn't do that. But a lot of people already summoned.
희망마녀 이야기에서 처음 얼굴을 드러냈는데요. 비록 기원의 라스와는 다른 세계이긴 하지만
and the Lua was
오늘
after
이
like
자리에서
3
꼭
days.
먼저 보여드리고 싶었습니다.
좋습니다. 그럼 메르세데스의 모습까지 자 그럼 바로 영상을 통해서 만나보도록 하겠습니다.
Should we still farm Rift if the new overworldly gears are coming? What the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. I guess we'll see. I think it's really hard to outvalue Rift, but we'll see.
May the grace of abundance be always with you. Speak, and let thy desire be known, for I am merciful.
I am looking very respectfully.
May rapture flourish the world. I shall bestow a benediction almighty. Thou who seekest my mercy, lay bare thy desires. Everything is written in your fate. There is no point in struggling. For your beloved
What the fuck is she doing to my wife?
you shall wither away a witch. Thou who seekest my mercy for your beloved nation, born of thy wretched sacrifice, may rapture flourish the world with but a meager life as time. I shall
So she's supposed
bestow
to
a
be evil?
benediction almighty, unworthy soul. Let your death burden this land.
From within thy palms shall we be freed of desire. From within thy gaze shall we prosper. We praise thee, merciful goddess of fertility and abundance.
This paradise I've shaped.
I wonder if there's like a clue about what she does in this.
Shall flourish the world with but a meager life as time. I shall bestow a benediction almighty, unworthy soul. Let your death burgeon this land.
She's a reviver. That's a revive for sure. I can tell you right now, this,
Bestow a benediction all.
based on her theme, here's my prediction, guys. I don't usually give predictions because normally you guys just ask me to guess based off of nothing, right? I don't do that. I guess when I have a really good idea, okay? And here's my good idea. Look at this animation, okay?
Unworthy
This is the enemy team.
soul.
She puts them in her palms,
Let your
shoots it upwards as a light to the heavens,
death burgeon this
and then it hits her and her team. It's a revive.
land.
It's an AoE revive on a condition that she takes life or injury away from the enemy team. Good take, Valkyrie. Good take. Wow.
This paradise.
She's a DPS. I don't think she's a DPS. I think she could be a conditional damage dealer, right? So what I mean by that is like, you know how Schneel has like deals this amount of fixed damage and then the rest of his kit is completely supportive, right? That's what I think she does.
Side shaped. Your
She is evil pretending to be good. Yeah, that's what I think she is. She takes people's lives away and then gives it to others. So she's probably doing some amount of fixed damage to the enemy team, and then she uses it to revive her team. That's my best guess on what she does.
will not lay a hand on it. May the grace of abundance be with you always.
Grace of abundance.
안녕하세요.
Yeah, I could go with that.
에픽7에서 아트 디렉터를 맡고 있는 류한경입니다.
Like I'll die on this
에픽7의
hill.
비주얼
If
방향성과
I'm
퀄리티를
wrong, then
총괄하고
I'm
있습니다.
wrong. Sounding really analytical.
네, 7주년이라는 의미 있는 시점에서 유저분들에게 익숙하고 사랑받았던 캐릭터들을
The
새로운
Gooner
모습으로
artist.
보여드려야
This is our
한다는
goat, guys.
점이
This is our
부담되기도
goat.
했지만 동시에 굉장히 뜻깊은 시간이었습니다. 단순히 외형만 변경하는 것이 아니라 이들이 어떤 시간을 거쳐왔고 각각의 시대에서 어떤 모습
If evil, why sexy? Are you... Bro, you gotta be like 12 years old. There is no way you are saying that. Dude, half of all sexy characters in the history of media are like bad guys. You is not for real, man. You is not fucking for real. In fact, I'm not even sure you played Epic 7. Have you ever heard of a character called Harsetti? Have you ever heard of Lua? Have you ever heard of Hellion Lua? Have you ever heard of Archdemon Shadow? Like, there are sexy evil characters in Epic 7 for fucking years, man. What are we talking about? Hello? There is no shot you are
모습이어야
seriously
할지를
asking that.
고민하는 과정이
Also, I realized I didn't have the
도전적이면서도
Discord or
즐거웠습니다.
the YouTube chat on. I'm sorry, YouTube.
천칭의
Here, there you go.
주인은
Come back.
메르세데스의 또 다른 형태,
If evil,
다른
why
시공간에서의 모습입니다.
That's half of...
대사제의 모습을
Actually,
하고
more than
있지만
half of the hot
실제로는
characters in Epic
인간계에
7.
내려와
Come on,
있는
man.
신에 가까운 존재입니다.
Hold up. Pause. Back it up.
실제로는 인간계에 내려
Zoom in, guys. This guy is unironically the fucking goat, man. Yo, what is that? That's 3 side boobs, yo. That's 3 fucking side boobs, guys. That's crazy. Yo, this guy is such a goat. He gives us 3 sets of side boobs. That's how fucking goated he is, all right? Holy shit. Say what you will about the balance team, but the art team is fucking cooking us some good ass food, boys.
내려와 있는 신에 가까운 존재입니다. 외형적으로는 기존 메르세데스의 실루엣을 일부 유지하면서도 권위적이면서 우아하고 신비로운 분위기를
That's some good
보여주기 위해
Holy
로브를
fuck.
입히고 안대와 천칭 등의
We were already getting close to that, bro. We just won up the side boob game. That shit is insane.
신비로운 분위기를 보여주기 위해
Yo.
로브를 입히고 안대와 천칭 등의 요소를 추가해
My man
신성한
has all of my
균형이라는
respect,
콘셉트를
bro.
강조했습니다. 가장 중요하게 본 건 연결성과 차별성입니다. 기존 메르
They over-sexualize her, I feel like. Just say you have a small appetite, man. Just say you have a small appetite. You the type of motherfucker to go to your grandma's house and blame her for making too much food, okay? Just say you have a small appetite. There's no problems with that. Nobody will come at you But if you're like, they over-sexual, Grandma, you made too much food, okay? I can't eat all that. Bro, somebody's gonna be like, yo, you can't talk to Grandma like that. That's Grandma. That's G-Ma. Show a little respect.
메르세데스의 인상은 유지하되
I'm not a
완전히
fan of the
새로운
eye patch, so that's
인물이라는
why she gets to
느낌을
take it
주고
off, right?
싶었습니다. 이전 메르세데스가 감정의 혼란을
Anyway, yeah.
안고 있었다면 천칭의 주인은 모든 것을 초월한 존재로 그려지길 바랐습니다. 그래서
I'm like free food. Rigby, this is not the free character. This is not the free character. This is a
메르세데스에
character you
비해
have to
좀 더
summon for.
성숙하고 우아하며 신비로운 느낌이
it comes
들면서도
off. Yeah, it comes off.
내면을 쉽게 알 수 없는
No,
존재로
I'm pretty sure there's
보여지도록
an expression
표현했습니다.
where it comes off.
처음부터 굉장히 많은 시도를 했습니다. 시안도
네, 새로운
May rapture
Are we just gonna
flourish.
pretend like this isn't gonna be one of the friendship expressions, guys? You guys know this is gonna be one of the friendship expressions, right? Like, we all know this.
The world. I shall bestow a benediction.
That's your friendship 10 right there. Make sure you have your light friendship gifts ready, alright?
했지만 좀 더 압도적이고 장식이 많은 신적인 이미지로
Oh, so she's got that like good and evil thing to her. Okay, bet. I fuck with that.
구상하기도 했지만 결과적으로는 절제된
Oh
아름다움
yeah.
속에서
Okay.
강렬한
So Ross is meant to be purely good. Tenebra is purely evil, and this is the balance between good and evil. Yo, these motherfuckers at Smilegate. Yo, they be cooking, boys. Oh, we got the whole good and evil like dichotomy, and we got the balance. That's crazy.
인상을 줄 수 있는 방향으로 정리되었습니다. 내부에서도 다양한 스킬이
Okay, let's
정말
see.
거의 개발했습니다. 네, 언제나 에픽7을 사랑해 주셔서 정말
Nah, man, you don't understand. We appreciate you.
감사합니다. 천칭의 주인뿐만 아니라 새롭게 제작되는 모든 캐릭터 하나하나에 저희 팀은 정말 많은 노력을 기울이고 있습니다. 많이 기대해 주시고 직접 플레이 해보신 뒤 다양한
Lore department. I'm not ready to I'm not ready to give the lore department an award yet, okay? I still haven't forgiven them for episode 4. Okay, also full disclaimer, I never read the story, but I have a bunch of friends and a girlfriend who do. What I am told is ever since back in the day, the quality of the lore and the writing fell off like off a fucking cliff. So I'm not ready to give the lore department a pass yet, but the art department, they've never dropped the ball a single day in their life.
다양한 피드백도 남겨주시면 정말 감사하겠습니다. 앞으로도 더 멋진 비주얼을 만들어낼 수 있도록 최선을 다해 노력하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
No, 감사합니다 to you, my G. Holy.
사실 에픽7에 있어서 스킬 커딩과 포트레이트 뭐
I'm pretty sure episode 4 was trash as some of the worst writing in gacha games, period. And gacha games on average have awful writing.
이건 정말 뭐 많은
초반의 마녀 테네브리아,
Okay.
테네브리아, 라스,
Art director
메르세데스 이렇게
interview.
물론
Update preview. Okay, that's what I'm here for.
보여줬어.
시청자분들이 배경이 어디부터 한번 살펴볼까?
현재 에픽7에는 다양한 콘텐츠와 수많은 영웅이 있고 임자의 시험 등 되돌려놓기 위해서 스크린샷까지 찍어놓고 파츠를 하나한 점
했던 것 같은데 이번 설문조사에서도 앞으로 개선되었으면 하는 시스템이 무엇인가요?
Dude, how many surveys do we have to send them over the past 3 years? Oh god, it feels good.
라는
FER adjustment, quick battling, we got that. Improved penguin summoning. It's like slightly better, but it's not there. Enhanced tooltip readability. Not quite there yet. Bulk equipment enhancing. I think that's just stupid. Free equipment. I mean, that's like we're getting that.
네, 장비 프리셋을 24%로 굉장히 높게 답변해 주셨어요.
네, 그래서 장비 변경 되돌리기라는 기능을 업데이트를 하려고 하는데요. 저희가 장비 교체의 불편함을 해결하기 위해서 공용 프리셋, 영웅 개별 프리셋, 그리고 콘텐츠별 장비 세팅을 분리하는 기능 등 정말 다양한 해결 방안을 내부적으로 고민을 했는데 에픽7에서는 같은 영웅을 하나의 콘텐츠에서 사용하더라도 디버프로 쓸지 딜러로 쓸지에 따라 장비 세팅을 전면 수정해야 하는 그런 상황도 생기고요. 소위 수치를 극한으로 깎아서 플레이하시는 이제 코어 유저분들은 세팅한 선턴잡이에 따라 매번 다른 장비 파츠를 바꿔 끼면서 모든 영웅의 세팅 값을 미세하게 조정하게 되고 즉 유저가 선택한 시점으로 한
I'm almost there. Oh, Mr. Navi, I'm almost there.
번에 복원해주는
Oh,
장비
I'll
변경
catch up to you soon,
기능을
Tristan.
도입하려고 합니다.
Holy
이게
fuck.
사실은 일종의 프리셋 기능이 들어오는
That's crazy.
거잖아요. 이게 다 너무 기쁜 일인데 이게 말만 들어서는 사실은 일반적인 프리셋 유저들이 아는 일반적인 프리셋보다
So the moment you have presets, you can't have unequipment costs. Like those things are hand in hand. So by the time they announce this, you already know. Like there's no way you can have unequipped costs. Aetherius scared him. Good. Good, man. Competition is good for innovation, right? Think about how many years Twitch has been the same website, right? Now that like YouTube is starting to come up, you got Kick, you got all these competitors, Twitch is finally starting to try out new features, right? That's some real shit.
는 더 효과적인가? 이런 약간 좀 감이 안 오네요.
Gooning to stream? Hey, don't kink shame me, okay? Some of y'all were gooning to this shit earlier. I didn't judge you, okay? I don't want to hear it, alright?
이 예시를 통해서 한번 설명해 주셔도 좋지 않을까 싶습니다.
네, 예를 들어
My
시즌을
dad just
담당을
heard
하기
your
위해서
Tell your dad I
10명이
said
넘는
hi.
영웅이 장착하고 있는 장비를 하나씩 가져와도 이제는 되돌리고 싶은 시점을 선택하시면 그 시점으로 전부 장비 세팅이 되돌아가게 됩니다.
그럼 시점을 여러 개를 할 수도 있어요.
네, 원하는 장비 변경을 했던 원하는 시점을 선택하시면 그
I
시점
like equip cost over... Bro, that's like saying like, I like the chicken more than the egg. Sure, like, you could do that, but you can't have one without the other, you know? Like, they come hand in hand. You can't have loadouts while also charging people to change an entire loadout. Like, you change it once, dude, it'll cost you like 500k.
장비 세팅이 완전히 돌아가게 되고요. 어떻게 보면 단순한 기능이지만 확실히 도움이 되시.
이게 의문점 해제 비용.
Wait. Which system? Okay. So this is a distribution of what people want to see. So that's number one. That's number two. Wow. FER rebalance is number three. Okay, let's see if they do.
이 장비
anything
해제
there.
비용이 설문조사에서도 아까 말씀드렸던 그 질문 문항에서 이건 무려 28%입니다. 네. 정말 가장 많은 답변을 주신 게 장비 해제 비용 무료화였거든요. 혹시 이거는 뭐 어떻게 방법이 없나요? 네.
그래서 8월 28일부터 장비 해제 비용을
By the way, guys, I don't know if you guys noticed. He says August 28th, but we have a free unequip event that's going to last until at least August 28th. So it's already here. We already have it. That shit is already here. I don't know if you guys realize that.
전면 무료화하도록 하겠습니다.
We already have it.
야, 드디어 7년 만에 드디어
Thank
장비
God,
해제
bro.
비용이
Epic fucking
무료화됩니다,
7.
여러분들.
It really did
와,
take 7
제가
years. That's
예전에
crazy.
방송할 때 정말 하루도 빠짐없이 들었던 채팅창이에요.
No, I don't know if you saw the Origins update, Wendy. It's not 7 anymore. It's not a 10-year plan anymore. They're like, we plan on supporting the game for 20 years. It's a 20-year plan.
맨날 나왔던 내용입니다. 어떻게 이게 무료가 됐죠? 네.
The cost to equip, I always thought was not. There's a lot of older gacha game systems that don't make any sense. Free unequip is just unequip cost is just one of them. There are a lot more things that Epic 7 does that modern games, especially even gacha games, don't really fuck with. So that's normal. Hello, like, there we go. So now it finally feels like we're catching up to modern games, you know, which is good. 15% don't exist. Yeah. I mean, they said they're looking to balance it, right? I clicked the wrong box, guys. Sorry. Oh, we still have 11 days to redo Frida. Okay. 20 years. Oh, it's definitely a stretch, but are they gonna try to do it? Oh, they certainly are. Yeah, Charms is also a bit of an older system. You could definitely completely remove Charms. Fuck it, bro. Give them a year or two. I'll bet you they'll remove Molagoras as well. And then they'll probably refund you some amount of gold or Charms or experience. They'll refund you something for all the Molagoras you used.
장비 해제 비용으로 소모되는 골드가 적지는 않지만 7.
Yes, it has it's old, outdated money and time sinks. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
10주년을 맞아 정말 큰 변화가 필요하다고 생각을 했고요. 장비 교체로 인한 불편을
How about more
해소하는 게 더
collabs? See, that's something that isn't really up to them for them to decide, right? It's like if they get the collabs, then great. But if other companies don't want to work with SG, then you know it is what it is.
중요하다고 생각을 했습니다. 다만 장비 해제 비용만 제거했을 경우에는 아무래도 장비 변경을 잦은 빈도로 하실 테니까.
Yes, I think yes. If they take away equipment costs, what they need to do is just make it cost more gold to enhance, and then also use that as a vehicle to completely remove charms. Just make it 100% on gold. Yes, I think that's a really good
추가적인 불편함이 예상이
segue
되거든요.
into a newer
장비
system.
해제 비용 무료화 이후에 변화되는 플레이 패턴이나 추이들을 지켜보면서 추가로 개선할 부분은 없는지 확인해보고 개선하도록 하겠습니다.
사실 조금만 더 빨랐더라면 더 좋았겠지만 하지만 이 팀이잖아요. 뭐 감독
네, 맞습니다. 에픽셀 생각을 하고요. 목표로 플레이 하다 보면 언젠가는 쓰겠지 싶어서 인벤토리에 쟁여놓는 그런 장비들이 많잖아요.
네.
물론 저도 그렇고요. 하지만 실제로는 사용하는 경우가 거의 없어요.
맞습니다.
네. 이러한 사용 로직을 좀 바탕으로 자동으로 장비를 추천하고 분류해주는 기능을 개발하고 있고요. 어떤 영웅들이
I'm gonna be honest. You guys can be hyped about this, and I've seen people excited about the new equipment management system. Especially as an old head, right? And I'm also kind of an elitist when it comes to gear. If you've seen any amount of character builds on my account, I'm sure you've seen, like, my gear is good. I am very stuck up about how gear is managed, so I'm gonna hold my breath on this one. I'm not gonna hold my breath on this one. I'm like, this is probably for the new players. This is probably not for me, but I'm gonna be happy for you guys, you know? But I'm not gonna trust my gear to any system they do, because any any system they've implemented so far have not impressed me. I think I gear better than their automated systems.
사용할지 몰라 묵혀놨던 장비를 정리해 인벤토리 관리를 더욱 수월하게 사용하실 수 있도록 할
Unfair
예정입니다.
for new players in the
이게
long
뭐
run.
혹시 이렇게
I also think there is a point to be made about, like, the way MiHoYo runs their game, right? MiHoYo obviously being one of the titans in the industry. MiHoYo specifically, like, outside of that fake collab, I don't think they do much collabs at all. And mostly it's just to run their own limited characters. And I think as long as you have enough audience size and player base, it's a better system for the company. Do I think it's better for the players? You know, like, that's tough to say. Right, but it's better for the company for sure.
자동으로 이렇게 이동이 되나요? 장르
그런 건 아니고 인벤토리에서
네.
이제
But I am very much down if they somehow give us a feature that let us automatically speed check purple gear.
유저의 상태나
네.
스펙 정도를 판단을 한 다음에
네.
이렇게 버려도 되는 장비 그리고 강화를 추천하는 장비들
네.
이런 것들을 표시를 할 예정이고요. 유저분들
Similar the markings and decide. Oh, okay.
인벤토리에 그
Like, I see this and it's like this has a thumbs up on the purple gear, but we don't have a thumbs up on our red boot at plus 15. Like, okay.
표시를 보고 얘네들은 다 버리면 되겠다 이렇게 판단하시면 될 것 같아요.
그러니까 이게
Very casual. My problem is that at some point I'm not fast enough to win. So I think that is how do I say this? I need to say this without being mean, right? Obviously not a lot of, like, if you divide the player base in half, right? Half of the player base is going to be fast and half of the player base is going to be slow, right? If your implication is just because you're in the slower half you can't win, then you haven't really engaged with the systems of the games and the character's skill set to realize that there's nothing wrong with being slow. Being fast just enables a flashy playstyle, right? Yeah, it's a skill issue for sure, yeah. And if your entire shtick is like, well, you know, like, speed teams are really obvious to play, right? And at some point it just makes older players like too slow, then it's not that it made your gear useless, it's that you never really engage with the game. And I would say at that point, if I were being completely truthful and objective, then the issue isn't with the game, it's with the way you engage with the game, right? And that's the best way I can put it.
뭐 장비를 봤을 때 너무 고민할
Right, so at that point you have to figure, well, do I just want to play the OP turn 2 characters, or do I want to actually, like,
like learn how to correctly, you know, navigate my way through all the different turn 1 and turn 2 nuances and stuff like that, right? Because at the end of the day, you know, it is a turn-based game, and in turn-based game, only one player gets to go first. That's something chess dealt with for centuries, millennia even, before we came along. So it just is what it is, right?
하지 않고
네네.
직관적으로 빠르게 할 수 있도록 스트레스를 덜 받고
네.
그런 의미군요. 사실 이게 영웅이 350명이 넘다 보니까 이 장비는 뭐 말도 못합니다. 자동 관리
I do agree. I
로직이
think
생기다
equipment is really overwhelming, right? I think this is without exaggeration to say, like, you know, in my 3.5 years of actually being a content creator for the community, I've built over 400 accounts, right? I'm also at the point where my account has so much gear that I don't want to rebuild my account. Every time I rebuild my account, I'm dreading it. I'm like, oh god, bro, the re-gear is gonna take fucking years. I'm gonna have to, like, take till 6 a.m. The sun's gonna fucking come up and I'm still re-gearing. It's gonna fucking suck. I'm gonna be out an entire Sunday and, like, it feels awful, right? I take every excuse I can to not re-gear my account, but a lot of people rely on me and my account for Fribbles advice, so it is what it is, right? Also, if you guys didn't know, in my Discord, there is a channel where I post all of my recent Fribbles file, and I kind of give basic notes on how to tune and play the file. If you're curious about stuff like that, then you can always drop me a Twitch sub, which you can get for free on, like, your Amazon Prime. If you drop me one of those, link your Twitch and Discord account, you get access to the channel, grab the file, take the notes, and then if you have questions, you can always ask it there.
다면 더욱 수월할 것 같고요. 근데 이게 문제가 뭐냐?
My Renac
이게
is +1 speed. Unfortunately, I don't actually know what I can use it for. Because it just so happens, I happen to be a bit faster of a player, so if you were to line up all the gear by speed, this one ends up in the 3rd row. Or 4th row, rather. But as far as speed set goes, it's here. Maybe, fuck it, maybe I use it to upgrade my Luna. I think that's an upgrade. That has to be an upgrade. Pog! I'll lose a little bit of defense, but who cares? 312 Renac might be unusable in RTA. At what rank? You a legend player? I mean, I think even legend players be sporting 312 Renac, man.
강화 성공해서 높은 점수 장비를 얻어도 막상 어떤 영웅에게 끼워줘야 할지 파악하기 어려워요.
Unsorted gear. Well, I mean that's a player diff, right? I think here's the thing. A lot of people get me to craft on their account or like to build their accounts, right? And I think just being able to sort through trash gear, knowing what to trash, like, at this point, I'm willing to believe that's a skill. Because there's so many people that just, like, there's obviously, like, this piece of gear won't get used, and they're like, oh, but I don't know, right?
특히 이제
It's tough.
기존 유저분들은 괜찮은데 새로 들어오는 분들은 정말 막막하거든요.
It's a skill,
영웅의 특성에
really.
맞춰서 장비를 세팅하는
I don't know, man. Maybe I've just
사실
been
신규
building accounts for too
분들뿐만이
long.
아니라 일정
I
수준
figure,
이상의
like,
플레이 하신 분들도
everybody
되게
should know,
어려운
like,
부분입니다.
what gear is trash and what's
E7을
playable.
플레이하는데 매우 높은 진입 장벽 중에 하나라고 생각을 하고 있고요. 모든 영웅의 특성을 일일이 공부하지 않는 이상
312
정말
Renac can be speed
어렵거든요.
RNG, everything.
그래서
Yeah,
장비
pretty
강화를
much.
하고 난 뒤에
No,
어떤 영웅이
Tokidoki is pretty high rank, right? Because I played against him the other day. Yeah, no, it's fine. Like, I mean, if you think about it, I'm not that much faster than you. Yes, I get outsped by people's Liticus all the time, but, like, this has been good for me the entire season, right? Like, this is my speed spread. Mostly, I just play these two, and sometimes Sid. Like, between these three, like, I was top 200, no problem, right? We got to top 200 with 2 days left, and we were just chilling.
착용하면 좋을지
Zero or strays?
적합한 영웅을 자동으로
If you have to
추천해주는
ask,
기능도
it's
개발하고
strays.
있습니다. 두 기능 모두 최대한 이른 시일 내에 선보일 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
The Sid is mega cracked. You know what's really crazy, guys? I'm not gonna say who it is, but somebody got me to fribble their account recently, and they're like, "Oh, you know, I'm like a Masters every season player. Like, with a bit of luck, I think I could, like, maybe do champion, and if I really push for it, I think I could be warlord. Bro, his account is literally my account, but instead of having a 306 Sid, that fucker is on a 316 Sid. Don't ask me who it is. Just pray you don't run into him at RTA. Because he'll basically be playing like me with a 316 Sid. Yeah. Also, Toaster, yo, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, guys. Rapid Blazing Toaster, have a shout out on YouTube. Hello? Does this fucking not work? I appreciate it, man. I hope you guys are doing good. We're reviewing some of the stuff I missed on the E7WC broadcast last night. So we're having a good one. I hope you had a good stream as well, man. Let me know what you guys got up to.
이른실보다는 오늘 자리가 다르니까 대략 언제쯤 개발?
Yes, yeah. So basically, that account is the Renak at my speed, the Ahmed at like 1 speed slower, and then a 316 Sid. Or it was 316 or 314. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking cook. Like, the latter better hope they don't run into you, bro. Hawk good. Thank you for the follow. We'll come on in, guys. Yeah. Do you guys have a good stream? I hope you guys had a good stream. I'm just hanging out a bit today because weekends I usually do stuff with my girlfriend or family, and my girlfriend's occupied at the moment, and my family's out, so I'm actually just kicking it back with you boys today. Speaking of which, I have to tell you guys a story. So you guys know how the WC broadcast ended, right? Last night, right? This entire show was like 6 hours. It ended and it was like 1:30 a.m. right for me in California. I finished and my boys were literally like, "Yo, come through." One of us is one of my friends, IRL friends, is heading off to grad school. He's going to like across the country, so we're not gonna see him for a couple of years. They're like, "Come through, bro." I'm like, "Bro, it's 2. I just got off work," right? And they're like, "Did I stutter?" I'm like, "Fuck it, say less." I literally pulled up to their house at 2 a.m., right? We fucking had a pool party. We got fucked up. We got drunk. And by the time I got back home, the sun was coming up. So yeah, if I look really fucked up, it's because of that. I'm so fucking tired today. If I seem like I have no patience for anything, somebody says something stupid, I'm telling them they're stupid, it's because I just didn't get sleep, bro. I finished casting last night, I immediately want to party. I immediately want to get fucked up with the boys. Nah, bro. Dude, Njord, if I didn't want to live the lifestyle of a fucking animal, I would have stayed working at 9 to 5 doing sales. I would have never gotten out of being a regular job. I would have never tried to stream on Twitch or YouTube. I would have never tried casting. It was because I worked at 9 to 5 for like years, and I'm like, this is fucking boring. I need to do something else. So I took the chance of COVID and staying at home to watch streams, learn from people like Carr and how to stream, how to like talk to people on stream. And I just started streaming. I'm like, I need to have a job where I can fucking DJ with the boys till the sun comes up again. Like, I was like, I need this lifestyle. No, bro, I wouldn't call it a real one. I'm just a fucking DJ. I'm like just a fucking creature. That's it. I'm glad it worked out. It's doing okay. I make a lot less money, but it's fun. Like, I don't mind doing this for a few years, but if I ever plan on starting a family, I either need to way more streaming, or I need to go back to get a real job, right? That's just life. It is what it is. It's for the... Bro, staying up with the boys as a lifestyle is so fucking lit, okay? All hinges lost? Bro, that's how it goes, right? Nothing's wrong with that.
예, 어느 정도는 이야기를 해주시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
Anyway,
모두,
yeah, the showcase.
올해
So, if you're just coming in here with a toaster, okay? This entire showcase, you know, the first hour and 40 minutes of the stream, right, guys? My internet was fucking dying. I did not get to see a minute of this. All I could hear in the Discord with Carr, right, and G-Clef was Carr going, OP! And I'm like, okay, something really OP just happened. And I would like load one frame of the stream and it's G Ross. And I'm like, okay, Ross is OP. I understand. That's all I could get it. And then he's like, lady, scales. And I'm like, okay, they just show something about new Mercedes. Okay. Oh,
unequipped, permanent. I'm like, oh, no way, they did what? And I'm fucking like fighting for crumbs of information over here. And I'm just like, wait, did he just say unequipped permanent? Like, is it what I think it is, man? Like, holy shit, no way. Bro, I was losing my shit, man.
네, 좋습니다. 그렇다면 장비 외에 영웅 관리에 대해서도 또 뭔가 개선되는 건 없어요?
있죠. 네. 콘텐츠가 늘어가면서 장비 세팅뿐만 아니라 영웅 편성에서도 많이 불편하심을 겪는 게
Wait, Andrew, do you know why I never play CS in-house with the boys? There's actually a really strong reason. I did it twice with them. Bro, the first fucking time they invited me to an in-house, I'm like, I only know 3 maps. They're like, don't worry, bro, we'll play one of the maps you know. We play fucking Vertigo. I didn't know fucking Vertigo. Fuck that shit. Alright? The second time, I'm like, please, let's just play a map I know. Like, otherwise, I'm never playing with you guys again. And they go, alright, bro, yeah, you pick the map. I'm like, play Inferno. Like, I'm an Inferno fucking god, right? We load up in the in-house. It was fucking Office. And I'm just like, out of all maps, you're gonna pick Office? What the fuck is wrong with you assholes? Like, fuck this shit. And then I just never play with the boys again. Every single time Platty tells me they play a map I know, it's never a map I know. So I don't play with them anymore. Like, not because I don't love the boys, I'll still hang out while they play. But that was some bullshit, man. Platty just lied to my face twice.
최신 콘텐츠들은 사실 처음부터 전용 팀 슬롯을 사용할 수 있는 개발을 하고 있거든요. 근데 기존 토벌처럼 기존에 있던 콘텐츠들은
What was this? I did an arena on the side running Lilius. Aiden ran into Illy and one-shot her in turn 1. Team was anti-Harsetti team. I mean, yeah, probably. Aiden's a really strong character if you get her.
하늘석을 사용해서 슬롯을 늘리지
I would do this. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'll hang out with you guys, but you're not fooling me a third time, you know?
팀 편성 기능을 삭제하고 콘텐츠별 전용 팀 편성 슬롯을 기본으로 제공하는 방식으로 구조 변경하겠습니다.
그러면 이제
Oh, wait, we're getting team slots per content type? Is that what this is?
팀 편성 슬롯을 기본
It's fucking lit. We are getting different team slots for content types. Different teams for hunts, different team for arena. Bro, it's lit. W update, bro. W update. For trials and expos, I love that. I love that.
그러면 이제 컨텐츠마다 전용 팀 편성 슬롯이 생기는 건데.
We finally feel like a 2025 game, guys.
얼마 전 에픽 대시를 통해서 나 지금 들어와서 슬롯 다 늘려놨는데 지금 무슨 소리 하는 거냐. 하늘석 투자했는데 이런 분들은 어떡합니까?
그래서 이제 저희도 계정을 생성한 지 1년 미만인 계승자분들은 하늘석을 소급 적용해서 돌려드릴 예정이고요. 그리고 또 바로 기능을 삭제하면 예전에 조합을 맞춰준 데이지 기억이 안 나실 수도 있기 때문에 당분간은 공용 팀 편성 화면을 유지해둘 예정입니다.
이게 여러 가지 생각해보니까 불편한 게 꽤 많았네요. 이러다 보니까 제가 또 머릿속에 생각이 나는 게 정령의 재단을 막상 내가 필요할 때 가면 닫혀 있습니다. 그래서 이게 물론 뭐 오래 하신 분들은 어느 정도 쌓아놓고 플레이를 하시겠지만 막상 새로 들어온 분은 좀 불편하거든요. 뭐 이런 것들은 좀 어떻게 생각하시는지 궁금합니다.
저도 영웅 신규 영웅을 획득했을 때 이제 바로 성장시키기 어려운 그런 방해 요소로 생각을 하고 있고요.
불편하시죠?
네, 저도 불편해요. 그래서 8월 28일부터는 이제 요일 구분 없이 전속성을 상시 오픈할 수 있게 하겠습니다. 다시 한번 사과드리겠습니다. 패치를 통해 개선해 나갈 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
I'm sorry. Like, I need to pick my nose, and like, as a VTuber, I just fucking jam that shit in there. But like, you guys can see me right now, so I have to do this like a fucking normal human being. I fucking hate camera streaming, man. This is like one of the worst things about camera streaming because my nose is really sensitive, and I have to pick it pretty often. I wish I was a VTuber right now, man. What can I fucking say?
플레이할 때는 굉장히 스트레스 갑자기 받는 경우도 많기 때문에 굉장히 좋아하실 것 같습니다. 자, 그러면 지금부터 에픽7은 어떤 방향으로 나아가려 하는지 이 부분에 대해서도 한번 논의를 해보겠습니다.
I only look okay today because last night I got ready for WC, right? Bro, normally I look like fucking garbage. I just went to party, I came back, I still look okay. Right? That's it. Normally I look like shit. I'd rather be a stick man than be me. I'll put it that way. Hainon, thank you for the follow.
과거를 토대로 계승자 여러분들이 좀 어려웠던, 답답했던 부분들을 토대로 미래를 좀 그려나가면 좋을 것 같아요. 네.
C. Lilius Aiden teams wouldn't work as well. No, that's not really it. If you think about it, if you're C. Lilius Aiden, Aiden's still gonna get the CR push anyway. It's just now you have a bigger margin of a push, so you can make it slower.
에픽 세븐은
That
첫
always worked the
출시부터
same.
시간을 굉장히 많이 투자해야 하는
We
그런
know
게임으로
your
설계가
degen is fine however you look. Okay, let me say this, guys. When I first started, right? When I first started streaming, me and Genazad started at the same time. And the amount of people that called Genazad like a meth user, I was like, I'm never going to be on cam, bro. I'm never going to be on cam. Fucking miss me with that shit. Bro, it's just because people kept, especially as he got more and more degen with the stream schedule, the amount of people calling him a meth user, I was like, miss me with that. I'm good, bro.
있고요. 사실 이 점은 뭐 부정할 수 없는
That was actually
사실이고요.
one of the strongest
그동안의
reasons. I'm
피로도와
like,
플레이
I'll be a
타임을
stick
줄이기
man.
위해서
All good.
여러 가지 개선을 진행하긴 했습니다만 장비 파밍에 대한 근본적인
You
구조는
being army is
그대로
very
유지가
stupid.
되고
Yeah, like yeah, there's a
있습니다.
lot of stupid jokes you
점점
could
더
do
짧은
with it.
콘텐츠가 대세가 되어가는 환경 그리고
You fine as
게임
hell. Yeah, I
말고도
appreciate
정말
that.
다양한 즐길거리들이 있는 이런 상황에서 이렇게 긴 플레이 타임은
I
심리적인 부담
think that's the thing with a lot of guys. You could look like garbage, you could live like an animal, you could live like a degen, but as long as you know how to clean up well, and when you clean up well, you can look really clean, you take care of yourself, that's all that matters. It's actually a big conversation with my boys drinking this morning too. It's like, you know, like it doesn't really matter how you look, because everybody now with like modern, like, you know, even if you're not into cosmetics, right? Like cosmetics, you have modern like fashion, accessories, everybody cleans up well. That's the important
부담으로
thing.
다가오고 계승자분들이 점점 게임을 놓게 하는 그런 방해 요소라고
Red
생각을
carpet
합니다.
drink, 'cause I have to say, exactly.
실제로 계승자분들이 굉장히 다양한 의견을 주시는 것을 좀 확인을 할 수가 있는데 에픽 세븐은 할 게
Drinking this
너무 많다.
morning is
피로도를
crazy.
줄여달라. 이 건의가
Yeah, bro, I can't help it, okay? I finished casting E7WCs, and my boys were trying to summon me in real life. I had to pull up to their mansion to have a pool party at 2 fucking a.m., okay? That's how you know, like, I really felt that last night. I finished working at 2 a.m., and I had to pull up to my boys' pool party at 2:30 a.m.
몇 %인지 아십니까? 전체 비중이
What's up, Kami?
22%.
I hope you're proud of me for that one. I really do hope you're proud of me for that one, Kami. I pulled up to the pool party at 2:30 a.m. We drank till like 4, and I like cooled off, and then drove home at 6. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why I became a streamer, so I could party like that.
에픽 세븐 할 거 없는데 PVE 컨텐츠를 좀 더 많이 만들어줘. 이런 의견.
Being clean is the best makeup. That is true. That is true.
이게 PVP보다도 PVE를 좋아하시는 분들도 많은데 이게 또
Wow. Mr. Navi giving my boy Tristan a shout out. Yes, sir.
웃긴 게 이렇게 되면 또 역설적으로 숙제가 또 늘어나요. 그래서 이게 피로도가 증가하다 보니까 이게 유저분들마다 좀 원하는 바가 조금씩 다른 측면이 있는데 그 와중에 에픽 세븐은 장비 파밍을 또 해야 돼요.
But sleeping is nice.
계속해서 시간 투자를 해야 되는데 여러 가지로 좀 복합적인 문제가 있거든요.
네, 장비 파밍 시스템과 할 것이 많은 것도 사실은 에픽 세븐의 재미 요소 중에 하나라고
Dude, all I can
생각을
think of is
하지만
this is the race
지금보다는
victim
훨씬
guy.
피로도를 줄여야 한다고 생각하고요. 현재 에픽 세븐은 게임에 접속해서 해야 할 일이 너무 많습니다. 네, 매일 1회 소환,
네.
그리고 상점에서 행동력 받기,
Sleeping
기사단
or sleeping
활동,
with the boys.
뭐 월드보스, 기사단 전쟁,
Oh,
아레나,
that's a
토벌
good one.
등 말로만 해도 정말 많은 숙제가 산재해 있습니다. 저희는 가벼운 마음으로 하루에 5분 접속해서 플레이하고 끝이더라도
Right.
지금보다는
Okay. So I think that's a really strong vision, right? If you guys think about this, one of the biggest things, one of the biggest complaints about Epic 7 is you have to log in, you have to do all this bullshit. A lot of times you have to do Guild War, right? Sometimes the dailies take like 15, 20 minutes, right? Whereas if you have a game like Honkai Star Rail, you could burn an entire tube of energy and do all your dailies in about 2 minutes, 30 seconds. I think that is a huge advantage going for it. If you want to have a bigger player base, you need to respect your players' time. You have to let them be able to do their dailies in like 2 minutes, and you have to, I think quick battle is a good system. Everybody gets daily quick battles. You just slam the entire bar of energy. Bada bing, bada boom, done. That's a good system. Etheria time is kind of press background out and back again. Yeah, like if it takes any more than that, it is really hard for people to take you seriously as a casual game, right? Obviously, E7 could go way more hardcore than that, which is cool, right? Which is, I'm assuming, why a lot of us are here. But if you want to be a strong casual game, you have to respect the player's time. That's a big thing going for it. Have you considered playing Peak with your friends to de-stress from gacha game? We've actually done that. I've actually streamed a good bit of Peak as well. I might do that more now that we have like a pretty big update.
더 만족감을 느낄 수 있는 게임이 되어야 한다고 생각하고요.
Zenless dailies are 30
따라서
seconds.
엑스텝은
Yeah, I think
앞으로는
Hoyo's really
반복적인
mastered the
엑스텝을
formula.
줄이면서도 새로운 즐거움을
I think one thing Hoyo was really good at is catching up with the times, right? Genshin, when it first came out, felt so ahead of its time. They set so many like patterns and like so many rules for how a gacha game should be done. And then Honkai Star Rail did it again, right? And now Genshin feels like an older game. Like, bro, like dungeons you could only do on days of the week. What the fuck, right? Like, what are you doing? Like, Honkai Star Rail really changed that. And then they were like really upped the formula again with Zenless, right? You can prove that you can make a successful fighting game that doesn't need a jump button, which is fucking sick, right? If you think about it. Still need that Fate Samurai Rem. Shit, you're right. I owe you that much, Knight. You got it. You just got to keep bugging me for it. One of these days, when I have time, I'm like, shit, I don't have anything else. Let's get it. All right? Keep poking me about it. I'm so down. But it's just like, we never have time. And if you look, that's our backlog of games. I'll put it literally on there.
주기적으로 제공할 수 있는 그런 게임이 되고자 합니다.
Hoyo versus needs to figure out how to do a good
빠른
collab. I don't think that's within their skill kit, bro.
추가되긴 했는데 되게 한정적인 데다가 장비를 하루 종일 캐도 좋은 장비를 캔다는 보장이 없잖아요. 이게 만족감도 떨어지고 이게 좀 뭔가 지치기만 한다는 반응이거든요.
They literally just defeat. The problem is the collab kind of sucked. That's the issue with the Fate collab. It was not a good collab. The collab was kind of lame. And it was yeah, it felt very low effort. People were hyping it up because they announced it a year and a half in advance. So we thought they were really cooking. And then the story leading up to it wasn't very interesting either. So people thought, okay, maybe they just have their entire story department cooking up the collab. But no, the collab was just like, oh, okay, that's nice, I guess. It's not a bad collab, but it was not worth a year and a half worth of build-up and the story being very mediocre leading up to it. That was the problem.
호감을 느끼는 유저들이 많아진다. 이런 설문조사 내용이 꽤 많았거든요.
네, 그래서 저희가 여러 가지를 준비를 하고 있는데요. 네, 첫 번째로는 신규 장비 세트입니다.
신규 장비 세트. 이게 관련 설문조사가 있습니다. 성장 체감을 높이기 위해서 개선 또는 확장이 필요하다고 생각하는 부분은? 이라는 질문에 신규 장비 세트가 24%.
Fix revenge set, guys. Come on, what are we doing? Fix revenge set. All right, fix revenge set. And then we'll talk.
상위 장비가 15%. 이렇게 좀 신규 장비에 대한 니즈도 의외로 또 꽤 있어요.
그동안
네.
장비 파밍에 걸리는 시간과 피로도를 생각하다 보니 신규 장비 세트 추가에 대해서 굉장히
I'm not gonna lie. You guys know that new regression set or whatever, the one that gives you stats on revives? That could have just been revenge set. Let's be honest. Whatever the fuck that is called, that could have just been revenge set, and we could have gotten one more new set. Thoughts and feelings? You run it on Ruel, run it on your holy set. Bro, like, come on, man. It was such an easy layup. It was such an easy alley-oop. How about making it work with injury? You could do that. I just think revenge set as is extremely lame.
굉장히 보수적으로 접근을 했었는데 하지만 이제는 오히려 장비 파밍의 난이도를 낮춰서 추가되는 신규 장비 세트는
Reversal set, that's the one. Yeah, I just think reversal set is really lame. Or rather, revenge set is really lame. This reversal set could have just been the new revenge set. That's it.
두 가지로 역습의 세트와 음수의 세트입니다. 역습의 세트는 총 4세트로 속도가
Triple revive with holy sack ras and wait, you're right. That is the advantage of running holy sack, isn't it? Is you could just get more usage out of your reversal set. Holy shit. The set would come with 100% CR. It would come with a good baseline amount. Oh shit. Although I still think, depending on your build, you do have a very strong reason to go Destruction Set. Destruction Set is still very good though because he needs to crit.
15% 증가하고 부활 시 행동 게이지가 50% 증가하는 효과이고요. 역습의 세트는 기사 아티팩트인 신성한 희생을 착용한 크라우, 율하, 모르트, 그리고 정령사 루엘 등 적 공격 시에 사망 시 부활을 통해 행동.
I also think there could be an equipment set, guys. Tell me if you think this sounds too OP, right? I think there could be an equipment set where it's a 2-piece set, right? Because there's a lot of 4-piece sets here. A 2-piece set. And on your turn, it's just a potion vial, but only for yourself. I think it could work for a lot of characters. Like a lot of characters that don't necessarily need a second DPS set, right? Like they maybe don't care about immunity, right? Just it's a potion vial for themselves, right? It'll get rid of a lot of annoying bullshit and it lets a lot of lower tier DPS characters who might be really vulnerable to debuffs actually be pretty solid. Like a good one I can think of is Old Spirit Eye Celine, where one single debuff on her at the beginning of her turn could just fuck up her day. Like I think that'd be like solid. It's a 2-piece, it doesn't stack. Just make it so that like a character can just shrug off 1 or 2 debuffs, right? I think it would also make stuff like Urban Shadow Shoe really good, and it would really remove her reliance on Sweet Miracle, so it would give more players access to stronger characters, and it plays really well into quite a bit of characters. When that trash Sweet Miracle, it would trash Sweet Miracle for warriors, but I'm sure like there'd be knights that would also like appreciate having it, right? But yes, it would massively lower the stonks of Sweet Miracle. Sweet Miracle still be usable, for sure, right? Said would kill more? Good. I think more with just the passive is good enough. I don't think more needs to be good everywhere, right? I think that's the entire point of it, is you can have things that counterplay certain aspects of certain character, right? You know what I think it's also really good against, guys? I think it's really good against Seal characters, because Seal is such a strong debuff. Usually, they put it on skills by itself, right? I think it's really good on characters with extra turns. I think it's really good against stuff like Luna Knockwall, and I think it's good. And yeah, and it would remove block, right? It would be good against Tenny, and I don't know, maybe this is just me personally, right? I just hate debuffs. That's it. I think debuff is a good way to supplement your gameplay, but you should never use debuff as the main way you're looking to play the game. I think that is really lame. Maybe the control players will hate me for that take, right? But it is what it is. You can hate me, I don't care. It would kill control comps, good. I think control comps don't deserve to see the daylight. Like, I think if you're a ROM Litica player, suck a dick. Like, I have no sympathy for control players, because their aim is just to waste your time, right? It's not interactive. At least if you're getting Amit Cleaves, you're getting sent out here in 20 seconds, right? Like, I appreciate the quick games, homie. Who fucking cares, right? And then it would enable either Cleaves or Bruiser players to play more honestly, right? I don't know. That's just my opinion, right? You can have different opinions than me. We can still be friends. It's cool. Stopping people from playing as playstyle is viable, but that doesn't mean I enjoy it. Yeah, like I think it's pretty unenjoyable to get stuck fighting like a ROM lid witch Tenny, right? Like, it's kind of lame. That's my opinion.
게이지를 크게 증가시켜서
I think there should be a max of 2 to 3 debuffs. There's a limit of 10 debuffs and buffs put together, and then they start to block out the new ones.
상황을 역전시킬 수 있습니다. 그리고 음수의 세트도 4세트이고요. 회피 시 70% 확률로 반격을 할 수 있는 효과를 가진 세트입니다. 음수의 세트는 잔영의 비올레토, 한낮의 유령 플랑 등 회피 영웅들이 전투에서 반격을 통해 변수를 만들고 싶을 때 사용할 수 있습니다. 그리고 앞으로 나올 신규 영웅 중에서도 신규 세트를 활용할 수 있도록 하고, 장기적으로는 이 신규 세트가 더 추가되어서
I don't know. Like, what do you guys think would be good 2 sets? 10%? Spatial, say that again. I'm gonna put you on timeout. I'm not even joking, bro. You bring that Summoner War evil in here, I will put you on timeout. You can think about what you done. All right. Have yet to see this one? Oh, dude. If you missed the stream last night, go to Pinned, go to the coupon website and redeem all of that. There's 100 Molagoras, a free ML5, and a 20 speeder in it for you. Okay, don't miss this shit. Don't miss this shit. This is like the biggest new. This is the 7th anniversary. It's the biggest thing we've gotten, like literally ever.
새로운 전투 구도를
I got Conqueror Lilius, so now I have a second conch.
들어갈 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
근데 싱글 세트가 재밌을 것 같아요. 재밌을 것 같은데 이게 한편으로 무슨 생각이 드냐면
Yeah, we've been over a couple of things, but basically to catch you guys up, if you guys are just joining, we're getting Jesus Ross, who is basically a turn 2 player's version of Strays. Really strong character. We're getting him for free. We got a preview of 2B Mercedes. 3 layers of side boobs. That shit go crazy. Permanent free unequip. We got a equipment management feature. We got team formation. So we got basically team loadouts and everything. So it's a good ass update.
아까 가벼운 마음으로
Yeah, anybody that got payra from this, fuck you, man. You lucky sack of shit. Although, to be fair, if that's your first one, congrats, okay? But if you got a second one, fuck you.
하루에 5분만 플레이
Has Mr. Streamer ever made a guide on the turn 2 playstyle? He has made hundreds.
해도 만족감을 느낄 수 있게 해준다고 했는데
It was an
이렇게 되면
hour and a half of W straight up.
싱글 세트를 꼭 해야 되지 않습니까? 이게 사실은
Is Headhunt
그동안
still happening? I have no idea.
반응이었던 것 같아요. 뭔가를
They
하려고.
are already giving out Jesus Ross for free. It's like if they skip Headhunt this year, I'm inclined to forgive them. Anybody else with me? It'd be nice if we still got one more, but I think I can forgive them if we got no Headhunt this year.
네. 계속 또 파밍을 해야 되는데 이게 피로도가 줄어든다고 할 수 있는 것입니다.
맞죠.
네.
그래서 신규 장비 세트는 기존처럼 토벌이 아닌 새롭게 추가될 이게이트이라는 콘텐츠에서 획득하실 수 있고요. 이게이트는 분광 코어라는 신규 재화를
네.
통해서 입장이 가능한데 이 분광 코어는 행동력 160개로 하루에 3번 160개 교환이 가능합니다.
네.
그리고 생
Okay, hold up. What is this? I 100% missed this.
는 행동력 160개로
Can exchange spectral core for 160 energy up to 3 times.
하루에 3번 160개 교환이 가능합니다.
네.
그리고 생명 잎사귀 2개로도 무제한 교환이 가능하고요.
행동력 160개요.
네.
So it costs
잎사귀
you 2
두 개.
leaves, okay?
입장하는데 너무 많은 행동력이 나가는 거 아닙니까? 저 이유가 있을 것 같긴 한데.
네.
네, 네.
이게이트는 행동력이 많이 소모되는 대신 토벌이나 균열 대비 장비를 3배 이상 좋은 효율로 획득이 가능하고요. 앞서 말씀드린 대로 이 장비를 3배
Acquisition rate is more than 3 times
이상 좋은 효율로
as efficient as Hunt or Rift, okay?
획득이 가능하고요. 앞서 말씀드린 대로 플레이 타임은 줄이면서도 높은 만족감을 드리려는 방안입니다.
I sense the sack. Oh, so they're basically giving you a short play, a short mode where.
Today is the day to roll speed. Go, go, go. Dash.
All right, get it, guys. Go get your speed. Also, thank you for the biddy, Sparky. I appreciate it. Let's go get it. Wait, what'd you get? Let me see. This better be a banger. Today's the day to roll speed. Oh shit, dude! Congrats. Let's fucking get it. Let's fucking get it. Also. Yeah, sorry. Our sound by redeems have not worked the past like week. I don't know what it is. I have to fix it, okay?
그러면 사실 여기서 좀 한 가지
What is this mode? So basically, it's a new PvE mode. You can only do it 3 times per day, and it costs 2 leaves to enter, which is a lot. It's 160 energy, right? So it's a quick way to burn off all of your daily energy, and then you get 3 times as much gear.
좀
That's pretty nice. That's really nice, right? So remember what they said, guys. They want to make the game very casual friendly. So if you only have like 5 minutes to play a day, they want you to be able to actually get the full experience of the day out, right? Like, you're obviously gonna have like idiots like me that play RTA all fucking day for no end. But then also, if you're a casual player and you just want to play 5 minutes a day, you can just use this, get all of your concentrated energy and gear gain out, and then you can lock the fuck off and go play some Uma Musume.
또 생기는데
You can spend leaves to get infinite runs. Wait, really? I thought they specifically said you could you only can enter 3 times a day. What? You can expend spectral cores for 160 energies 3 times a day, no? It's I
160개로
see.
하루에 3번 교환이 가능합니다.
네.
그리고 생명 잎사귀 2개로도
You can enter 3 times with energy and then you can leave to just
무제한
send
교환이
it.
가능하고요.
행동력 160개요.
네. 잎사귀 2개로도 무제한
Or use 2 leaves for unlimited exchanges. Oh, I see. So that's how they're making it more whale friendly. I see.
교환이 가능하고요.
행동력 160개요.
네.
Okay, I
잎사귀
understand.
2개. 입장하는데 너무 많은 행동력.
It's the scary part. That's too broken. I disagree. I disagree. You know why? It's because gear can be hard capped. It's because gear can be like, well, not hard capped, right? It can be soft capped, right? If you think about it like this, guys, once, like for a new player, this is obviously a really good way to catch up on gear compared to older players, right? But once you go past the 3-year mark with your account, can you guys tell the difference between a $2,000 spend account and a $20,000 spend account? Probably a little bit, but not that much, right? Once you hit like the 3-year mark, a lot of gear starts to look the same. That's simply it. Like, unless you are spending an astronomical amount or getting astronomically lucky, right? Like you like once you hit 3 years, like you're not getting that much faster than this. Obviously, some people are going to be super lucky or they spend like $300,000, in which case, yeah, bro, you're supporting literally the community. Then you deserve to have better gear, like my boy Jello, right? But like, don't ever ask him how much money he had to spend to hit his speed gear, right? So if you guys haven't seen, like, fastest player on global, right? Dude, the amount of money he had to spend to go from having no speed to being about my level in speed is not that much. But to go from my speed and then hit this is an insane, unbelievable amount that most people would never spend on video games, right? And like, if you spend that much and you're literally single-handedly keeping the servers on, you're keeping the team employed, fuck it, bro. You deserve that money. Go ahead and gear gap me. You deserve it, right? That's it. That's it. That's an actual opinion I have, right? Like, if you actually spend that much money on the game, you deserve to gear gap me. I get it, right? You pay for my servers, like, I'll pay my... Like, think about it like this, guys. They keep the game free to play for y'all, so the least you can do is when you queue up into them in RTA, you pay them some rank points back. That's it. Right? That's how money and time works in real life. That's how money and time works in game. Good take. Good take, Valk. Or you're really lucky. Yeah, or if you're really lucky, then, you know, you're Yuna Kim's son, then you deserve it. They might as well be the company sponsor. They are. I mean, a lot of Chinese gacha games, what they do is once you spend over a certain amount of money, you actually become like, there's VIP levels, right? And at the highest level, you actually get your own customer service rep. All they do is talk to you and ask you what you want and what changes you want to see in the game. That's a real thing people do with game. Also, whoa, did not mean to close that. Yeah, so gear can get hard cap. Like, yes, if you are... So what this really helps, guys, is if your account is already there, it's not going to help you that much. If your account is already fast, it just gives you another way to try to get faster and spend more money, right? What this really helps is all the new players coming in and you're looking to be a whale, right? Maybe you have a gaming budget every month of a couple $100, right? That's who this change really helps, because it lets you catch up to endgame players so much faster. That's the real thing about it.
나가는 거 아닙니까? 저 이유가 있을 것 같긴 한데. 네.
이게 틈은 행동력이 많이 소모되는 대신 토벌이나 균열 대비 장비를 3배 이상 좋은 효율로 획득이 가능하고요. 앞서 말씀드린 대로 플레이 3배 이상.
Its equipment acquisition is more than 3 times. Well, you cost more than 3 times to enter, so it's as efficient as Hunter Rift. So we'll have to see it. It does look like it drops you, what, 5 reds and 3 purples for 160 energy? I would say that's definitely like a high roll, right? But look, if they say their math is meant to be as efficient as Hunter Rift, I'm inclined to trust them on it until I see proof otherwise, right? Like, until I see a Quiztolan post on Reddit that says this shit is broken, in my mind, I'm like, okay, SG says this is as efficient as Hunter Rift, then it's as efficient as Hunter Rift. The system might spawn a lot of new 5.5s next year. Yeah, that's fine, right? Like, I'm sure, like, that'll be okay.
좋은 효율로
But don't forget, you get this much gear, you still have to like enhance them. You still have to craft them, right?
획득이 가능하고요. 앞서 말씀드린 대로 플레이 타임은 줄이면서도 높은 만족감을 드리려는 방안입니다.
그러면 사실 여기서 좀 한 가지 좀 의문이 또 생기는데 기존에 어쨌든 빠른 전투를 구매해서 토벌을 할 수가 있잖아요. 그거랑 무슨 차이가 있는지. 왜냐면 플레이 타임을 줄이기 위해서라면 빠른 전투를 그냥 솔직히 말하면 무제한으로 제공하면 해결되는 일인데 왜 꼭 이렇게 하는지
네.
라고 물어보실 것 같아요.
당연히 그렇게 물어보실 거라고 생각을
네,
했고요. 네, 그래서 이게 틈은 좀 더 특별한 점이 있는데요. 바로 2개 전설 등급 장비를 획득할 수 있다는 겁니다. 2개 전설 등급 장비는 기존 전설 장비와 기본적으로는 동일하지만 정수 능력치, 즉 깡옵션이라고 부르는 수치.
It drops without flat stats, guys. That's what this is. Integer-based flat stats, integer-based stats is just flat stats. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Okay, I gotta think about this for a bit. Because I like flat stats. That's huge. You know what I think it causes? Agree or disagree, guys? Chat. Agree or disagree? That's a noob trap. Because a lot of times, especially when it comes to building tanks, flat stats is important. Especially when it comes to building pure DPS units, flat stats are actually really important. Not even prot set. HP set, immunity set, flat stats are actually really important. A lot of people that I coach and build accounts for, they're like, dude, I see your FCC. Like, my FCC isn't nearly as good. And then instead of having 1,200 flat HP, they be running effectiveness in this spot. And it's like, yeah, of course it's not good. You're missing, 2k, like 3k HP from mine. Yeah, you have more defense, but FCC just care about the HP, right? Yeah, any Scorpio thief want the flat defense. I mean, guys, here's the most poignant example I can think of, right? Are you ever building what you would call a premium BBK if your like neck and ring don't have at least one roll of flat stats? Are we really gonna call it a premium BBK, right? You say the absolute same thing about Genua, right? Flat stats are actually a very integral part of a lot of specialists and pure builds. It's super important. I don't know if I like it. Now, what I do think this is very good for, right, is if your bruiser gear blows cock, right? Abyssal Euphine, like, think about it like this, all right? This is usually something I only tell people in coaching sessions. Your character, if they need 5 or 6 or more stats, right? Like for Euphine, she wants a little bit of speed, crit damage, HP defense, and even a splash of attack, right? That's fine. So yeah, you're gonna need every single stat. You don't want any flat stats here. And that's how you know you can get a good Euphine build, right? Do we get speed? Yes. Speed, I think, is the only exception from integer-based stats. And they've already tested out this feature, Kami, with new gear packs. They actually revamped gear packs to not have flats. And I don't know if I'm a fan, right? And then the other thing is, like, if you think about how a good FCC is, right? A good tank. You can pick any tank. It could be FCC, it could be Blue Crow, Empyrean Illinav, Adventurer Ross, right? You only need HP defense and maybe speed, right? And maybe a little bit of ER. That's it. You don't need anything else on this character. So when you look at your right side, okay, you got your HP percentage, you got defense percentage, you got speed. A good build actually wants 2 flats here in flat defense and flat HP. That's how this character works. You could argue, okay, well, we could use a little bit of ER to like maybe shake off the debuffs, but outside of that, right, you actually care so much about the flat HP and the flat defense. That actually really makes or break how good your or mediocre your tank build is. Now, can you build a good tank without flat stats? Absolutely not. You need the flat stats. Can you build a pretty solid one with no flat stats? Yeah, you could. You definitely could. So there is still a reason you would want to go Rift or go Hunt. But as far as I can see, like, for new players, if you're just trying to catch up, bro,
수치가
otherworldly breach
제외된 채로
seems good
드랍이
enough.
되고요. 강화 시에 높은 수치의 범위로만 강화가 되도록 되어 있어서 높은 점수를 만들기 쉬운 그런 장비입니다.
그러면 이거 혹시 뭐 기존 전설 장비보다 상위 개념인가요?
아,
그럼 안
Nobody's
되거든요.
gonna enhance the gear
아니고요.
for
네.
you
기존
besides you,
전설
right?
장비보다
Or
더
you pay
높은
somebody to
수치가
do it.
붙는
That's
것은
it.
아니고 강화되는 능력의 최대 수치는 기존 전설 장비와 동일한데 낮은 수치가 붙지 않는다고 생각하시면 될 것
The
같습니다.
one thing about partying too hard is you're bumping a little too much, you know? And then you wake up, your neck is just sore. I'm getting old, guys. I don't know how much longer I can party with my boys. Like, my neck is so sore. We were just fucking bumping. Oh god.
저희가 2개 전설 등급 장비를 도입하게 된 이유는 신규 장비 세트가 추가되었을 때 기존과 같은 장비 구조와 파밍 방식으로는 사실 기존
It would be
세트의
really
장비
tough
수준을
to catch
따라잡기가
up the level
너무
of
힘들다.
Exactly. There you go. It's for new players to catch up, right? But like for older players, if you're just a monthly pack spender, if you're like me back when I had a real job, right? I used to put in a couple $100 a month, right? You are not very likely to go 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, unless you are putting in tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars.
다고 생각을 했고요. 그렇게 되면 점점 더 파밍을 위한 기회비용을 생각하게 되고 사용성 역시 떨어지고 재미도 느낄 수 없을 거라고 생각하기 때문에 신규 세트의 파밍 시간을 극단적으로 줄이기 위해서 2개 틈과 2개 전설 등급을 도입하게 되었습니다.
근데 또 여기서 한 가지. 신규 장비 세트만 분광 코어로 계속 돌려요. 근데 기존 장비 세트 드랍하는 토벌은 그러면 그대로 두면은 차이가 나지 않습니까?
그래서 기존 토벌 역시 이게 난이도가
Oh, okay. So they're upgrading Hunt as well. We're getting an upgrade to Hunt, right? So it's not just all about doing otherworldly breach. They're upgrading Hunt. If this Hunt is good enough, by the way, Rift is slightly better than Hunt right now for many specific things, right? I would say Rift is like 8 and Hunt is 2. If you play right now as an average player, for every 1 run of Hunt, you should be doing 4 runs of Rift. Approximately to that ratio, right? If you're looking for good gear acquisition, there's gonna be a new gear acquisition soon.
새롭게 추가될
Yeah, it almost sounds like Rift is getting taken out back. Yes.
예정이고요. 이게 난이도 또한 분광 코어로 입장이 가능한데
It'll also require spectral cores to enter.
이게
Okay.
난이도는 제작 재료나 기타 재화
Honestly, otherworldly difficulty hunts sound like the best way to go, actually.
를 두지 않는 대신에 장비 드랍률은
But if you get really tired of flat stats and you start getting tilted, yeah, just take it back down to breach.
기존보다 2배 이상 높은 효율로 구성되어 있습니다. 그리고 토벌의 기존 난이도 또한 장비 드랍률을 15% 가량 올리려고 하고요. 앞서 말씀드린 내용들은 아무래도 밸런스에
Also, guys, I have to click on this because somebody just posted. Shit, man, this is such a good post in my server. I have to share. You have gold ship having the most banger run and then 1-star guts. Okay, yep, that's the experience. God bless. Thank you for the
영향이
post.
있는 만큼 9월 6일 진행되는 E7WC 2025 결승전이 종료된 후인
You could have picked a better date for this, bro. You know how many of your players are American. You could have picked a fucking better day, man.
9월 11일에 업데이트 될 예정입니다.
이게
God
확실히
damn it, man.
그 등급 장비 새로운 등급 장비가 나오면 좀 실패 확률이 적어지는 거네요. 그러면 그걸 좀 노려보는 뭐 기존 토벌에서도 마찬가지고 2개 틈에서도 마찬가지고 그리고 플레이 타임은 줄여주고
15%
보상은
more
또 한
gear
번에
for
나오고
hunts.
이런 거는 좀 괜찮은 것 같습니다. 그런데
Okay. I also think, as far as hunts are concerned, one thing a lot of people fall for is when people get bookmarks, they're really excited about it. That's actually a scam. You should never be doing hunts for the Covenant and Mystic bookmarks. You're getting scammed. If you think about your energy as a resource that weighs the same as your Skystone or your Leaves, guys, because these are all, like, almost all interchangeable, right? And if anything, Skystone's the most important one. It is much more valuable
and much more efficient to refresh the secret shop for Skystones than to try to go hunt and then get them from hunt. It's actually a waste of a drop slot in hunt. I hate it so much. Call me a hater, bro. I know people like it, but it's awful.
그만큼 또 장비가 더 많아질 거잖아요.
Yeah, no, this update is insane.
인벤토리가 또
I think with time zones, it's September 12th. I think it's September 10th for us in the US, so that's probably...
부족합니다.
I mean, either way,
부족해요.
we're fine,
네.
right? We're just memeing.
인벤토리 역시 늘려드려야겠죠. 네, 인벤토리 9월 11일 업데이트에 200칸을 증가해서 500칸까지 네, 사용하실 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 그리고 행동력 보유량 최대치도 70레벨 기준으로 300까지 늘려서요. 네, 자연적으로 회복하는 행동력을
I refreshed 400 Skystones earlier and did it. I mean, look, man. The reality of the situation is the math only makes sense if you are refreshing like thousands on thousands of Skystones, right? You can't just click once on your refresh and be like, "Oh my god, I got nothing. That's a 0% drop rate. This is ass. This is my whole ass, bro. This is fucking awful." Like, you can't say that, right? Like, until you put in thousands overall, like, it is more efficient than buying bookmarks straight up, and it is one of the few auxiliary ways you can actually get mystic bookmarks, right? And it's extremely efficient. It is what it is. It's actually the most efficient ways to spend your Skystones in the entire game. What can you do, man? Time to roll gear. Good luck, dude.
분광 코어로 변환하실 수 있도록 변경하겠습니다. 그리고 강화할
If you're not in a good guild, Wyvern gives more mystic medals than Guild War per week using free stamina. No refreshing with Skystones. Guys, if you don't use your legs to walk, crawling on your arms is one of the most efficient ways to move. All right? This fun fact is brought to you by the gentlemanly scholars in YouTube chat, okay? Like, yeah, bro, if you remove the most efficient way from the fucking equation, of course, like, the one that's all the way down, the next most efficient way is gonna become the best. No fucking shit, bro. What are you saying, man? Like, hello? Yeah, if guys, if you cut off your own legs, then crawling with your arms really becomes so efficient in terms of moving. Hello?
만한 장비가 많이 생길수록 강화
How do you come up with that fast? I'm really fucking stupid. I would use a different word to describe myself, but I think I could get banned off of one of my streaming sites. The word begins with an R and rhymes with regard. I am really the peak regard, bro. Like, I think my logic is pretty good, right? But I think I'm so regarded that, like, I just say the first regarded idea that comes to mind. That's really it.
강화석이나 골드가 많이 부족하실 수
That's
있어서
it. I'm just a big fucking regard. That's it.
골드 던전 같은 경우도
I never claimed to
이벤트를
be
좀 더
intelligent or
앞으로는
anything like that,
자주
alright?
진행될 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
I just happen to
그러면
make
이제 좀
videos
정리를
that
한번
make sense.
해보자면 기존 토벌과 신규
Acoustic even?
2게이트에서
See, that's the thing. I didn't know this. I can actually say this. So my girlfriend made me take an autism test. I scored extremely high. I'm very autistic. I'm very deep on the spectrum. I did not know this before. But I'm very autistic. But the other one, I don't think I qualify for. So let's just go with regard for now.
분광 코어를 활용해서 빠른 파밍이 가능하게끔 한다.
You had that one
맞죠?
saved? I really didn't.
그리고
I had to
이를
think
통해
about it
드랍되는
for like a
2개
split
등급 건설
second.
장비는 강화 시 높은 점수를 좀 더 달성하기 쉽다. 맞나요?
네, 맞습니다. 장비 파밍을 아무리 하더라도
how much you farm
사실
for
높은
equipment,
점수의
it's
장비를
always difficult to
획득하기는
get high
너무
speed.
어려웠던 것도 사실이라서요.
You'll always need to be lucky.
이러한 개편으로 좀 더 높은 등급의
Bro plays Epic 7 the whole day and is surprised he's autistic. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Tryhard. You're actually so right, because when I first met her, right, she made me take the test, and I scored 125. Now, if you're 130, you are 100% on the spectrum, right? And she like audited my answers too, and she made sure I was like 100% honest. I was 125 out of 130. We were together for like 3 years, and like 3 years in, she made me take the test. Bro, I was 134. Okay? Like, streaming on Twitch has unironically made me more autistic over time. And like the medical definition of autistic, bro. That shit is real. So if you don't want to be autistic, like they say vaccine gives you autism. No, motherfucker. Streaming on Twitch gives you autism, straight up.
Like, I've experienced that firsthand. That shit is real. Okay?
장비를 쉽게 얻어서 세팅하고 플레이하시는 재미를 느끼셨으면 좋겠습니다.
자, 좋습니다. 지금까지는 대부분 8월 28일
It's all
혹은
all
9월
the internet slang, the
초까지
emotes,
E7WC 끝나는
the it's
9월
like,
초에 업데이트될 내용들인데
it's like I know what you mean.
뒤에
Dude, that shit is brain rot,
하반기
man.
로드맵에 해당되는 내용들이 아직도 많이 남아 있습니다. 나머지 내용에 대해서도 좀 궁금해지는데 다만 콘텐츠 얘기가 나온 김에 또 주제와 연관된 설문조사 내용도 좀 짚어보고 가면 좋을 것 같습니다. 오리진 업데이트 당시에 당근 이벤트를 통해서 획득한 장비 중에서 처음 보는 장비들이 있었어요. 78레벨 장비이긴 했는데 장비의 보호막 증가와 같은 추가 효과가 붙은 소위 추가 옵션 장비가 등장했습니다. 그때
Right, okay.
많은 유저분들이 와 이거 잠재력처럼 또 새롭게 추가되는 시스템 아니냐, 이거 85레벨
Okay.
이거 여기 장비에도 추가되는 거 아니냐, 기존 장비 쓰레기 된다, 이 엄청나게 많은 반발이 있었고 우려가 된다는 지적이 있었습니다. 이후에도 계획이 있다든지 당시 상황 설명이 좀 필요할 것 같습니다.
당시 오리진 업데이트를 진행하기도 했고 6시대만의 특색 있는 기념 장비를 좀 이벤트로 제공하고 싶어서요. 사실 실전성이 있다거나 뭐 파밍 가능한 게 아니어서 별도의 사전 안내를 드리진 않았었는데 많은 계승자분들이 불안을 좀 느끼신 것 같아요. 현재 그러한 장비를 출시할 계획은 전혀 없습니다.
I think okay. Guys, at the risk of being called a Smilegate Glazer and a Smilegate Shield, okay? Because apparently some people think I'm a Smilegate fucking employee. I think this is actually a really good take from him. Because he realizes that, like, yes, I'm running a fucking gotcha game, and people are rightfully worried that we could monetize this in very unethical ways, and they're right to think that. And I'm like, the fact that you can admit this on camera, big fucking ups. Let's have an honest conversations about where the game can go, right?
정말 만에 하나 유사한 기능의 장비가 추가된다고 하더라도 기존의 전투 밸런스나 고유한 장비의 가치를 훼손하는 일은 절대 없을 거고요.
Or
물론 또
devalue
충분한 기간을
equipment that players already. There we go. There we fucking go. That's what's up.
가지고 사전 안내를 드려서
That's some good shit.
이해하실 수 있는 수준으로 보여드려야 될 것 같습니다.
Mellow, take a follow.
저는 그때 기억이 납니다. 커뮤니티와 크리에이터 방송들에서 좀 난리가 났었는데 좀 사전 소통을 잘 또 하는 게 중요할 것 같고.
Wow, dude, and they're
그리고
like, yeah,
얼마
we
전
should have said something beforehand. That's some big fucking ups.
저희가 이제 두 번의 개발자 노트가 있었지만 직접
Yeah, because I think a big complaint with the community is always like, you know, they never say anything. They're never very transparent. And like, I think we were waiting for something like this for like 3 years. Like, we're like, just have people have a conversation about, you know, what you're doing with the game, what the goal is, right? Because otherwise, if you don't tell the players anything, then they have to assume the worst. They have to assume as a business, you're just trying to, you know, squeeze money out of them, right? And I really like this. I really like this.
이야기를 한 번 더 해보고 싶습니다. 바로 미궁 삭제, 레이드 미궁 삭제와 성자의 시험에 관한 이야기인데 지난 오리진 업데이트 쇼케이스에서는 미궁을 개편한다고 했는데 계승자 여러분으로서는 미궁을 너무 갑자기 삭제한다는 얘기가 나오니까 그동안 미궁에서 쌓인 내 추억과 내 업적이 날아가는 그런 기분이었을 거란 말이에요. 그래서 어떤 분들은 미궁을 돌기 위해서 여러 영웅을 열심히 육성하신 분들도 있고, 특히 이제 에픽 대시로 유입되신 분들도 성자의 시험이 나온다 해도 굳이 뭐 이걸 없앨 필요가 있어? 이렇게 물어보시는 분들이 꽤 많거든요.
이 부분에 대해서는 정말 많이 반성을 하고 있고요. 어떤 의도로 했던 간에 계승자분들께 불편함을 좀 끼쳐드렸다고 생각합니다. 사실 저도 악몽 오토덱을 꾸려서 플레이하는 유저로서 미궁에 진입하면 보상을 한 번에 다 악몽 오토덱을 꾸려서.
Okay, I like to point out, guys, how many of you guys have full auto nightmare teams? That shit is pretty fucking hard to build. Okay? I have maybe all of them besides Queen on auto. My Queen, I have to manual for 9 turns and then I can hit the auto button. That is hard to build. So you definitely can't say the devs don't play their own game. Yeah, I feel like he's actually flexing on a lot of people. Queen is pretty easy though. No, you need to manual until your Tamarin's S3 is ready and then you can auto. I had 3 out of 5. Yeah. I think if you just even do like 2 or 3, like that actually puts a lot of respect on the dev for me. Cause I think full auto nightmare raid was like pretty hard to do.
플레이하는 유저로서
Yeah, no, I got to see that because that's towards the end, right? Yeah, he talks about like scraping legend and RTA, like that's hard.
미궁에 진입하면 보상을 한 번에
Don't you fight a mob before you hit queen? No, I teleport into the back, and then I manual for 9 turns, and then I hit auto.
다 받고 싶잖아요. 그래서 사기를 최대까지 활용하는 루트를
We all remember
돌고는
the ML
하는데
Aramintha and Baal
몇몇
summit.
보스는
Yeah,
아직
that was not very
100%
good.
오토덱이 아닌
That
데다가
was a mess, bro.
플레이하는데 시간이 꽤 걸리다 보니 저도 시간 여유가 있을 때 해야지 하고 이렇게 미루다가 까먹고 그달의 보상을 놓치거나 하는 경우도 좀 많아.
Okay, who is he talking about? He sure is fucking talking about me. I missed the last 2 months. Okay? And I have full auto teams. But it just takes so much time. I'm like, fuck it, bro. Who gives a shit? And I forget to do it at the end of the month. Okay? I'm be honest.
많았고요. 그래서 보스 전투만 하는 방식으로 컨텐츠를 좀 더 압축하고 매월 플레이하다 보면 오토덱도 더 쉽게 맞출 수
Yeah, I
있고
like that.
지금보다 더 간편한 형태의 콘텐츠로 바꾸자가 이번 미궁 삭제의 좀 의도였습니다.
Yeah, it's hard to explain and say and not just say exactly. Here's the thing, right? And I don't know how much of this is true, right? And feel free to say like, "Oh, you're just being a little too like high ego here." I feel like if you are a really new player, you wouldn't even understand what he's talking about if you didn't have a streamer who's like, "Oh, well, you see, this is why he's saying this. It's because, you know, for these reasons." Guys, the last like 4 weeks, right? I probably coached like 30 to 40 different accounts and players. Not a single one of them did Nightmare Raid. Okay? So you have any idea how disappointed I was when people were like, "Well, why are you removing Nightmare Raid? Nightmare Raid was such an integral part." Bro, I coached 40 accounts. Not a single one, including me, did Nightmare Raid. All right? People are so over Nightmare Raid. We needed something new. Right? You could say you don't like Trials of Constellation, but if you don't do that, you sure as fuck wasn't doing Nightmare Raid. Don't even pretend. Yeah, I coached 40 people in the last month and spare change, okay? Not a single one did Nightmare Raid. In fact, some of you guys are in chat right now. Feel free to self-report. Not a single one did Nightmare Raid. What the fuck is a Nightmare Raid? I totally didn't do it. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I'm glad we got a new system, but whether or not people actually engage with it is something else entirely. All right? Let's not pretend like suddenly they remove it and Smilegate is Satan for doing so, okay?
설령 그렇다고 해도 성저의 시험 연금
I sure as hell
난이도를
never did,
아마
yeah.
지금도 엄청나게 도전하고 계실 겁니다. 너무 어렵다.
Kristen almost got a
아무리 뭐
25
별자
from
축복 이런 게
trials.
있다고
Yeah, I saw.
하지만 너무 어렵다는 의견이 많았거든요.
네, 연금
I have
난이도는
several guildmates that have 7-year-old accounts that haven't cleared A120. Yeah. I mean, like, it's fine to be lazy, right? It just depends on what you want to do with your version of the game.
유저분들이 지금도 플레이하시면서 느끼셨겠지만
Trials way more gear
사실
is better.
별자리
Yeah, it's more
축복을
relevant,
충분히
right?
획득하고 나서
I
클리어하는
think
것을
Nightmare Raid
의도를
just has more
했는데요.
outdated gear.
문제는 이 보상 차이를 저희가 좀 간과했던 것 같습니다. 그래서 계승자 여러분들이 이른바
I
몸을
looked at the
비틀어서
game mode
클리어해야
and
하는
decided it's too
그런
much of a
상황이
time sink.
나오게
That's
된 것 같고요.
perfectly valid.
또한 앞서 말씀해주신 대로 이제 미궁 덱을 기껏
You know what else I want to give them big ups for, guys. How many of this is you guys as well? You wouldn't do these, but now that we have sweep, and then if you just did it once, it just automatically applied the highest score you got. Now at least you're sweeping your expeditions once per week or however many times per week. You might not fully clear the shop, but you're at least doing enough of it to just be like, oh, hey, it's worth buying the pass. Let me buy the pass here. Oh, look, that's not bad. And all I do is get on every week and just sweep, right? Sweep was a good-ass feature. I actually think they're doing an excellent job modernizing the game, right? Most E7 players who complain about everything. That's the thing, right? And this is why I often, like, I don't mind arguing with people when it comes to, like, the game, because I feel like most of the time people complain about something, it's pretty clear to me that they don't play the game.
것 맞췄는데 새로 세팅해야 된다는 부담 그리고 번거로움
I can't even do
역시
a
있었다고 생각합니다. 이것을 케어할 만한 충분한 메리트를 제공해드리지도 못했고 사실 사전 소통도 못했다는 점에서 계승자님들의 기대에 부응하지 못했다고 생각합니다. 매일 정말 새롭게 배우고 느끼고 있고요.
반성하십시오.
네, 반성하겠습니다.
이거는
Dude,
근데
this was
많은
such a huge
분들이
W. It was like W after W for like
이렇게
100
하시는 분도
minutes,
있지만
man. This is
지금까지도
crazy.
왜 없애 이런 분들 꽤 많거든요.
이번과 같은 일이 다시는 발생하지
Something like
않도록
this never happens
충분한
again. We'll
콘텐츠
improve our
검토와
content
사전
review
소통을 가질 수
process
있게
and ensure we have proper community.
개선하겠습니다.
Thank you! Oh my god! Ever since I met with Divine and we were in the content creator program together, every month we have a meeting and we talk about this. We talk about this. The CM team made this a top priority to talk about, and I'm sure they were fighting for this up until the point the entire team got cut, bro. Whew.
그래서 지난 8월 초 두 차례 개발자 노트를 통해서 여러분께 사과의 말씀을 드렸고 성저의 시험의 악몽 난이도 보상을 연금
Nightmare difficult now get valuable rewards matching those of so it's the same thing.
난이도 보상처럼
It's lit.
상향해서 악몽만 깨도 최대 보상을 획득하실 수 있도록 조정되었습니다. 또한 연금 난이도는 시즌 중 한 번만 플레이하는 도전 콘텐츠로
into a true once per season challenge mode. Oh, that's such a W, dude. Wow, this is actually really good. Like, here's the thing, guys. Gacha games overall are cringe, and I'm holding on to that opinion, right? You know, to also quote a different streamer who's been in a lot of hot water lately, 10 toes fucking down. Gacha games are cringe, but E7 sure is one of the best ones. It's really hard to argue against that. Holy fuck.
포지셔닝 될 수 있도록 개선한다고
While they
하고요.
follow through, I guess we'll have
별자리
to see.
축복의 영슬로 초기화에 소모되는 하늘성 역시 100개로 조정되었습니다.
Okay, they're still making you use sky stones, but like 100 sky stones literally is a drop in the bucket. You get more being in challenger for arena every week.
여기서
This is
끝이
good.
아니라
This is good.
정규 시즌이 시작되면서 여러분들이 주시는 피드백을
Also,
받아서
I realize I'm going so
정말
slowly, so let's
재밌으면서도 스트레스 덜
double
받는
time this a bit,
콘텐츠로
guys.
거듭날 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
이 성저의 시험 관련해서는 워낙
You don't have to
이분들의
reset?
좋은
Oh, that's already enough.
콘텐츠로 계승 콘텐츠로 들어가면서 효율이 낮아진 것 같아요.
Okay, this is the beginner gear stuff. Nobody needs to hear my opinion on this, right? So we can skip this. We can skip Goblomu, right? We don't care. Let's go look at Q4 updates.
이렇게 개발되고 있을까요?
We skip
네,
Q-Boss,
10월에는
okay.
몽환의 결계라는 스토리 컨텐츠와
Dude, I
더불어서
thought I'd get on,
상위
yap for an hour,
32개의
and I'll see
기사단이
you guys
참여하는
later. How am I here? It's been
기사단
3
전쟁
hours,
토너먼트를
man. That's
준비를
crazy.
하고 있고요. 11월에는 모노리스 쟁탈전이라는 PVE 컨텐츠, 그리고 12월에는 60 에피소드에 이어서 신규 에피소드를 준비하고
오,
있습니다.
신규
네.
에피소드. 오, 신규 에피소드요?
신규 에피소드 많이 궁금해하실 것 같기는 한데
네.
각 콘텐츠별로 자세한
Yeah, they didn't
소식은
try to do
이후
anything
쇼케이스에서
crazy, and the
다시
serious
한번
parts are
상세히
just packed full of good
안내해드리도록
content.
네, 또한 번에 너무 자세한 내용을 다 풀 수 없는 건 몽환의 결계부터 모노리스 기대됩니다.
Guild War Tournament, Phantasmal Barrier, Monolith Showdown. Okay, there's a lot to look forward to. Holy fuck. Contents update
12월까지
from August
업데이트
to
되고
December.
이제 끝이 아닙니다. 채팅과 댓글 충분히 다뤄보도록.
반드시 또 지킬 수 있는 약속을 해야 되기 때문에
Okay, this is like almost too encouraging, bro. Holy shit.
네, 신중에 신중을 기하면서 작업을 진행하고 있고요. 그래서 오늘뿐만 아니라 각
So we're actually getting new game modes. Wow. Okay.
콘텐츠에 대해서는
Down?
더 상세히 준비되는 대로 개발자 노트나 다른 콘텐츠로도 또 제때 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
Yeah,
앞으로
we're getting the
여러분께
end
계속해서
of
인사를
like
드릴
episode
테니까요.
6 by the end of
의견
the
많이
year, right?
남겨주시면 감사하겠습니다.
약속을 하신 겁니다. 네, 자주 나오실 건가요?
야,
왜냐면
불러주시면 네.
스피치 학원이 아까워요. 아까우기 되게
In
아깝기
December.
때문에
Oh, nice.
계속해서 모습을 드러내면 좋을 것 같고 사실 처음이 어렵지. 계속 하다 보면 또
와우.
많은 분들이 좋아해 주시니까 자주 인사드리면 좋을 것 같습니다. 저희가 이번 쇼케이스뿐만 아니라 최대한 빠른 시일 내에 또 다른 콘텐츠 좀 어떻게 보면 좀 더 가벼운 콘텐츠로도 계속해서 인사드리면 좋을 것 같아요. 너무 이렇게 뭔가 쇼케이스 뭔가 거대한 느낌으로 가기보다는 좀 자주자주 인사드리면 좋을 것 같습니다. 자, 그리고 이게 끝이 아니고요. 다음 2부 코너에서는 오병진 사업실장님과 함께
Business Director
에픽7의
Jinu.
모노프라임
Okay.
이벤트를 비롯한 다양한 소식과 기타
Hopefully not
설문조사
F4
내용도
quality.
다뤄보려 하는데요.
I mean, I think they learned their
뭐라고 해야
lesson
될까요?
with that. At least I
어떻게
like to
보면
think they
여러분이
did.
더 궁금해하실 만한 내용이죠. 엑7의 배너는 정말 많은 기관으로 다루는 본인의 아이템 수준, 캐릭터 풀, 조합 어려운 주제이기도 하지만 워낙 많은 분이 찾아가 봤습니다. 화면
황준이라고 합니다.
Okay, so this is the part where they talk about balancing, right?
잠입해서 1일 리포터로 계승자 여러분들과 제가 평소에 궁금했던
드렸지만 제가 슈퍼 크리에이티브까지 와서 개발자 두 분을 만나게 될 거라고 생각을 못했거든요. 저도 이 자리가 살짝 어색한데 개발자분들은 좀 긴장을 많이 하신 것 같아서 긴장도 풀 겸 간단하게 계승자분들에게 자기소개 한번 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하십니까. 영웅기획과 제작을 담당하고 있는 담당자입니다.
안녕하세요. 월드 아레나 기획과 영웅 밸런싱을 담당하고 있는
I like the fact that they just hide their face. I really do. I really do.
담당자입니다.
근데
Yeah, now you can't give death threats whenever you get 15% in RTA. That's what's up.
저희가 완전히 처음 보는 게 맞죠? 저번에 뭐 월드 챔피언십 때 뭐 이때 본 게 아니라.
근데 저는 사실 광준님 초면이 아니긴 한데.
저희가 어디서?
See, what I didn't know was Kwangjun played the game. Yeah, they don't want him catching strays. I didn't know Kwangjun actually plays, but I guess he's not just a caster. He's an actual content creator.
스레나에서는 좀 약간 꽤 자주 이렇게.
I wonder if I've ran into these guys before. I don't read Korean, so I wouldn't ever know.
약간 이제 레전드 공기만 약간 좀.
이게 에픽7 계승자분들이 아니 개발자들 이거 실시간 아레나 하긴 하나라는 의문이 있었는데 또 간단하게 또 그리고 가볍게 또 해소가 된 것 같습니다. 자 그러면은 저희가 일단 모인 이후.
So he's in charge of like seasonal planning and balancing, right? And he says he's like breathe the air of legend, which could mean anything from he's talked to legend players before to he's actually been in legend rank, or like maybe he's like an emperor rank and he's fought against legend players before. Either way, I think that's a lot better, and you can definitely tell based on these balance changes, guys. He's emperor? Yeah, I believe it. He's the guy guilty for making 3PP. I think at this point, 3PP's been in the game for kind of a long time now. It's, if anything, it's kind of a welcome feature, no? Like, I think people in general, the top end, like top maybe 100 to 150 players hated 3PP, but everybody else loved it. So now it's just a part of the game, right? And you gotta live with it. It lowers the skill ceiling by quite a bit, and it lowers the skill floor by a lot too. Right, like here's your skill floor and skill ceiling in the game, and it just lowered both by like quite a bit.
패치에 관한 이야기를 하기 위해서 모였는데 저도 이제 한 명의 계승자로서 패치 노트를 볼 때마다 스마일 게이트나 슈퍼 크리에이티브는 진짜 무슨 생각을 하고 이렇게 내는 걸까 좀 궁금할 때가 있단 말이에요. 솔직히 계승자분들도 많이 궁금할 텐데 밸런스 패치가 진행되는 간단한 과정 같은 거 좀 이야기해 주시면 감사할 것 같습니다.
네, 우선 밸런스 조정은 주요 콘텐츠 지표 가장 우선적으로 활용을 하고요. 이제 활용도 낮은 영웅 중심으로 대상을 선정하고 있습니다. 대상이 정해지면 이제 초안 스펙을 수립하고 내부 테스트를 진행한 뒤에 내용
Kwangjun? I think he's a Korean version of me. He casts and he makes content. And he's like, what, roughly Emperor rank, I'm assuming? He's like the Korean version of me, but he also seems a lot nicer.
부서와 퍼블리셔 간 협의를 진행해서
Like you can think about it like that. He's the Korean version of me. Right, because he's not just the caster for Worlds. He's also an Epic7 creator.
그리고 협업사랑 이제 또 이야기도 하고 하시는데 결국에 나왔던 거는 가장 최근에 이제 계승자분들의 분노를 만들었던 하르세티 전용 장비란 말이에요. 정확히 이제 필리스 전용 장비죠. 이게 왜 출시가 됐는지에 대해 좀 궁금합니다.
관련된 배경을 설명을 드리자면은 메타적으로 하르세티에 대한 스트레스가 굉장히 크다는 부분을 저희 내부에서 인지하고 있었고.
ML, bro, what do you mean? We're both ML Valky, man. I might as well be ML Kwangjun. He's Korean, I'm Chinese. We look the fucking same anyway.
What
are you talking about? We look the same.
판단이 되어서 내부적으로 여러 수단들을 강구했었습니다. 그런데 하르세티의 스킬셋이 아시다시피 굉장히 범용적인 영역에 걸쳐 있다 보니까 일반적인 수단으로 하르세티 카운터 치려고 시도를 했을 때
You know what the most telling thing about this is, guys? They straight up just didn't say, well, we're gonna take out speed RNG, so Harseti's a bit more predictable. None of that. Nope, speed RNG is still gonna be in the game.
의도치 않게 피해를 보는 다른 영웅들이 굉장히 많았던 상황이었습니다. 그래서 내러티브적으로 설명이 가능했던 펠리스로 전용 장비로 좁고 강한 카운터를 시도했던 것 같은데 특정 영웅을 명시적으로 저격하는 형태의 카운터 시도에 대해서 많은 계승자님들이 우려를 말씀을 주셨고 내부에서도 그에 공감하는 의견들이 있어서 처리하게 되었습니다. 아마 앞으로는 그러한 방식의 카운터 시도는 지향하고 있습니다.
그리고 방금 언급해주셨던 것처럼 많은 계승자 여러분들의 우려의 목소리라고 하셨는데 저희가 사실 모였던 만들어졌던 이유가 그 계승자 여러분들이 진행했던 설문조사에 의거해서 만난 거란 말이에요. 근데 설문조사를 진행하면서 에픽7 실시간 아레나나 뭐 다른 여타 콘텐츠에서 영웅들의 밸런스가 상향식으로 조정이 되는 게 마음에 든다라고 하시는 분이 36%, 그리고 하향식 조정을 원한다라고 하시는 분들이 27%였는데 그 27%의 계승자 여러분들께서는 사실상 화영, 뭐 백은 칼날의 아라미타, 현자마을 세잔 같은 캐릭터들을 제외하면 하향식 밸런스를 바꿔보신 적이
I don't think anybody was arguing that it would be good for the game. Here's something you need to understand, right? Is if you let something like that through, right? Then you are making exceptions for characters, and that is not good design, right? I don't think you can argue, anybody can argue against that the Fenris EE was just really goddamn lazy design. And if it's lazy design, throw it out. Make something better. You guys are better than this. Especially for a game like E7, where like in the gacha game, like it's one of the best. And you like we'll give you a pass if it solves a problem, but that's not what really people are asking for. People are asking for good character design and good balancing, and that's none of them. Is this today's? No, this is yesterday's. This is from like 12 hours, not even 12 hours ago. It's from like 16 hours ago, something like that.
하향식 밸런스 조정에 대한 좀 생각이 궁금합니다.
기본적으로 하향 조정은 좀 최대한 지양하려고
Okay,
하는
so they're still going to avoid nerfs. Okay.
방향이고요. 다만
TY for the review. Yeah, this is all gonna be saved up in VODs and YouTube. Most importantly, make sure you get the codes that are pinned to the chat. No joke, the code's pinned to the chat. If you guys have not already redeemed, it gives you a ML5 summoning ticket, 100 molas, and a 20 speeder, all for free. Okay? Make sure you guys get that shit. It gives you a free 20 speeder, yes, and 100 molas, and an ML5 ticket. I am not joking. This is not a fucking drill. Get the code, okay? It's pinned.
특정 영웅을 해서 좀 대중자분들이 많은 스트레스를 받고 계시다면 이제
Yes, that's the problem, Trent. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, it is fine. Yes, people don't have a problem with it. But that's the thing. It's just fine. It's not good. It's just fine. And people hold Smilegate to a higher regard because they want E7 to be a better game. And that's fine, right? You could say, like, he does his job fine and the game is fine. And yeah, that's your opinion, right? But a lot of people want E7 to be better than that. And I'm like, okay, that's valid as well, right? Do you see the point? Do you see the difference?
하향 조정도 고려해 보시다 생각합니다.
It's not a 7 out of 10 change. It's a very 5 out of 10 change. Chenille doesn't offer any exciting ways to change the game with DDR in it. When they're picked together, it's just the most stale 3v3 in existence, right? And that in and of itself, some people have a problem with. And I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with it being in the game, and I'm okay with the people who have a problem with it. It just is what it is. I don't want a straight up rock, paper, scissor. Yeah, exactly. Some people want their game to have a little bit more depth than that. Exactly.
다만 픽업을 통해 획득한 영웅인 만큼 충분히 고려를 해야 되고 이제
If you
계승자분들과의
like
공감대
simple designs, that's just rock, paper, and scissor, that's fine. But if you want a deeper design with your games, I think that's good as well, right?
형성이 필요하다고 생각합니다.
그 다음은 흔히 말하는 파워 밸런스, 인플레이션이 살짝 좀 진행이 되고 있는 느낌이잖아요. 그래서 밸런스 패치가 오히려 좀 주기적으로 더욱더 자주 하면은 이걸 좀 잡을 수 있지 않겠냐라는 계승자분들의 의견이 좀 있어요.
밸런스 패치에 대해서 계승자님들이 가져주신 기대감에 대해서 저희 내부에서도 굉장히 잘 알고 있는데요. 근데 저희가 밸런스 패치를 준비할 때는 항상 어떤 목표하는 타겟과 그리고 변화폭이 있는데 이 주기가 더 잦아지게 되면 자연히 개별 발표의 어떤 변화폭 자체는 줄어들 수밖에 없거든요. 저희가 뭐 하기 싫다 이런 것보다는 메타를 지금 수준 이상으로 너무 잦은 주기로 바꾸게 되면은 이 부분도 좀 게임의 허들을 높이는 요소로 작용할 수 있다고 판단하고 있어요. 킥업 패치를 했는데 전으로 크게 뭐가 달랐는지 모르겠다. 좀 이런 식이 된다면은 이런 방향으로 실망하실 분이 많다라고 생각이 들고요. 그래서 현재 주기는 밸런스 패치가 계승자님들께 좀 의미 있는 변화로 다가갈 수 있기 위한 하나의 균형점이라고 보아주시면 감사할 것 같습니다.
그 다음 질문은 살짝
Okay, so basically they're making a commitment to have more impactful changes to balance patches. I think that's good. I think that's good. Your volume is low when you talk. Is it? bro, I've been live for 3 hours. Nobody's told me that.
조금 더
Oh, if you're within 10 speed of each other, both players have to do the summer rhythm game and the one with less points go second? Well, I mean, it's a Korean game. You're making it unfair for anybody who isn't Korean. Come on now. What do you mean?
예민할 수 있는데 뱅가드가 생기기 전과 뱅가드가 생기기 이후가 엄청난 차이가 있단 말이에요. 이 뱅가드 시스템이 실시간 아레나를 즐기는 계승자 여러분들한테서 솔직히 호불호가 좀 있단 말이에요. 그래서 뱅가드를 좀 없애달라는 의견도 있는데 이 점에 대해 좀 궁금합니다.
이게 좀 딥한 이야기가 될 수 있어서 지금까지는 말씀드리지 못했던 부분인데요. 사실 뱅가드 시스템의 의도는 선후픽 밸런스 이슈에 대한 고민과 좀 맞닿아 있다고 보시면 될 것 같아요. 뱀픽 시스템상 후픽은
I'll deep throw you guys a little bit.
보고 있거든요. 저희가 모든 픽이 끝난 후에 마지막으로 한 개의 영웅을 밴하는 포스트 밴 시스템을 적용하고 있죠.
They are aware that first and second pick have such a huge disparity.
빠른 타이밍에 완성해야 하고 본래 후픽이 가져야 되는 막픽의 밸류가 좀 약간 보장되기 어렵게 되는 경향이 있다고 보고 있어요. 9개의 모든 픽을 보고 완벽한 픽을 막픽에 골랐다라고 하면 사실 밴이 될 거예요.
Have you guys noticed this? If you're a new player, guys, you'll notice a lot of these legend players in your Twitch and YouTube chat, right? And it'll look like this. Basically, these guys don't chat anything for the first 9 picks of the game. And when it comes to the last pick, they're like, oh, pick ML Kawazu. Pick ML Kawazu wins the game here. And then, you know, one of the players will pick something and that character gets banned. And it's like, wow, you've contributed something really fucking useful to the draft, right? This happens all the fucking time on Twitch because these guys don't understand how a draft actually works until the literal last pick. And then it doesn't matter because the last pick is going to get banned anyway. Right? Do we glance over them talking about nerfs? I mean, I don't think their stance changed, right? It's always been, we don't want to do it, but if we have to because we fucked up balancing somewhere, we'll do it as a last resort. That's always been their stance. It's been their stance for 7 years. I don't think that's changed.
막배는 없으면 되지 않냐 뭐 이렇게 생각하실 수도 있는데 밸런싱 자체가 현 시스템을 기반으로
I got Payra from the ticket? Well, you're welcome. There you go.
설계되어 있다 보니까 그런 어떤 시스템 자체를 없애기에는 리스크가 많이 커서 그 부분을 좀 약간 하기 어려웠던 부분이 있고요. 그러면 이제 시스템 내에서 이런 후픽의 어려움을 완화하기 위해서 어떤 시도를 할 수 있을까를 고민하다 보니까 막밴에서 절대적으로 보호받는 슬롯의 존재가 필요했고 그게 바로 뱅가드라는 형태로 나오게 된 거죠. 정리하면 이제 뱅가드의 요도는 크게 3가지인데요. 본래 후픽 가져가야
돼. I mean, I guess it's fine, but it kind of swings it back into the same problem, right? Okay. So what he's saying is like 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, right? So third pick ban protection is supposed to kind of even out the first pick advantage, which I can kind of see. But being the first player to be able to just jam a unit into ban protect and then swing 4 and 5 is a really powerful move. Like, I don't know if I'm with it. All right.
막피의 어떤 전략적 밸류를 이제 후픽 뱅가드에서 보정해 주는 게 첫 번째 의도입니다. 그리고 두 번째 의도는 선픽이 자신의 덱 컨셉을 먼저 확정짓게끔 유도를 해서 후픽이 지고 있던 덱 방향성에 대한 노출 부담을 선픽도 이제 나눠 가져라. 좀 약간 이렇게 하는 방향이 두 번째 의도고요. 어떤 선픽의 균형을 맞추는.
I don't know if I would say it is 100% successful in accomplishing the goal, but the best thing that ban protect really does is it lowers the skill floor, right? It makes it so that even if you're not very good at drafting, you can now reasonably set up a more competent draft. It's less pivoting. No, it's not about less pivoting. It's how much of your hand it shows. But also, it gave over a bigger advantage to first pick that they can snag up the OP character that gets left over on third pick that they didn't really address.
그런 역할이 뱅가드.
Trying to Ahmed cleave without 3PP would be interesting. Yeah, Ahmed as a character is almost entirely only viable right now because of third pick ban protect. Straight up.
핵심 의도로 보시면 될 것 같습니다. 세 번째 의도는 제가 좀 길어지고 있는데 죄송합니다.
괜찮습니다.
Move the ban protection of the second pick to the last pick. Oh god.
저는 약간 다른 맥락인데 뱅가드가 사실 뱀픽 난도를 낮춰줄 수 있는 그런 역할을 할 수 있다고 저희는 또 보고 있어요. 뱀픽 시에 한 개의 픽은 확실히 보장이 된다. 좀 이렇게 됐을 때는 어떤 선우픽과 무관하게 덱을 완성하는 난도 자체가 굉장히 좀 낮아지는 효과가 있거든요. 좀 크게 봐서 월드 아레나는 좀 허들을 완화할 수 있는 요소로 작용할 수 있는 요소라고 그렇게 판단하고 있습니다.
as well, which I think is another problem you want to address. But this affects less people, so it's overall a better change. I can agree with that.
확실히 이야기를 들어보니까 뱅가드 시스템이 왜 존재하는지 그리고 존재할 만한 가치가 있다라고 좀 생각이 드네요. 근데 요즘 가면 갈수록 선턴을 잡으면 흔히 말하는 주도권을 잡으면 승률이 굉장히 높단 말이에요. 옛날처럼 받아치기가 굉장히 어려워졌어요.
Why not just remove 3PP on Emperor up? Because then the barrier going over from Warlord to Emperor would be even bigger. If it's Warlord and up, then nobody would ever want to upgrade from being a champion to a Warlord rank player. I used to think it would be fine for Emperor and up, but the more I think about it, the less I'm like hot on that idea. You know what I mean?
일단은 기본적으로 턴제 게임만큼 성공권을 가진 쪽에게 유리한 측면이 있는 거는 사실이라고 생각하고요.
Your camera's blocking the text. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess this part is pretty word heavy. It's like there's more words.
이제 뭐 그렇다고 해서 지오가 모든 영웅 중에 가장 높은 승률을 기록한다. 또 이런 건 아닌 것처럼 메타적으로 그 당시에 어떤 주요 상단잡이 영웅과 그리고 관련된 연계 파츠들의 밸류 이런 밸류들이 얼마나 힘을 받는 타이밍이냐에 따라서 좀 체감하시는 정도가 다를 것 같아요. 특히 이번 서머 시즌 막바지 같은 선턴 주도권이 특히 좀 강력한 메타였다 보니까 그런 체감을 좀 강하게 받으실 수 있을 거라고 생각이 드는데요. 다양한 양상의 전투를 경험하실 수 있게끔 내부적으로 좀 준비하고 있는 내용들이 있으니까 그런 부분들도 좀 기대해 주시면 양상의
You experience a wider variety of battle styles. You know, I don't like to agree, but I do agree. I think it lowers the skill it takes to play RTA, but I think the one cool thing it does is it makes it so that you can hard force a style, right? Like, for example, Omid Cleave. That shit is probably not going to be very viable because all your DPS characters have to be speed tuned a very specific way, attack tune, all that bullshit, right? That's not very viable without third pick ban protect, and you know you're getting Omid every single time. I'm okay with that. Right? Omid Cleave as an entire identity was made possible only because of 3PP.
전투를 경험하실 수 있게끔 내부적으로 좀 준비하고 있는 내용들이 있으니까 그런
down the stream a little bit. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea.
그러면은 저희가 다시 한번 밸런스 패치 이야기로 돌아와서
Thanks for the suggestion.
계승자 여러분들도 그렇고 방송하시는 분들도 그렇고 항상 금요일만
We're waiting for the next balance patch. Yes.
근데 밸런스 패치에 할당되는 영웅 자체는 솔직히 그렇게 많은 편이 아닌데 어떤 특정 영웅들 이제 실험체
Spaz, Kisei, Melissa, yeah, they've been buffed like 90 bajillion times.
아예 받지 못하는 영웅들도 꽤나 많단 말이에요.
Right, okay.
이렇게 한 특정 영웅에 몰아주기가
Why does it feel like the same heroes are getting all the attention?
영웅이 밸런스 조정을 자주 받게 되는 이유는 아무래도 이용률이 눈에 띄게 증가하지 않거나 아니면 메타에 좀 필요할 경우에 좀 그러한 경우가 있습니다. 특히 일부 영웅
Guys, let me translate this to English with you guys, okay? We're Asian, and Asian people are generally very stubborn. So when we buff something and we don't notice the usage stats moving, we're gonna fucking buff them again because we don't like losing. Okay? Because at the balance department, if they buff something and the numbers don't change, then that means they've lost. And Asian people do not like losing. Okay? Done. Done deal. I feel like that's especially true if you're Korean. Korean people, I feel like in general, fucking hate losing. Okay? Like, it's just that simple.
조정을 받았음에도 저 메타에 맞지 않아서 워킹이 안 되는 경우도 꽤 있었고요. 앞으로는 좀 이런 점을 잘 보완하고 실질적으로
Who likes losing? The French? I don't know. I can't say, man. I'm not familiar with their game. As you can clearly see, I'm not familiar with what it's like to be French. The whole of East Asia is like that. Exactly. That's why all the East Asians can't get along. Nobody likes losing to each other.
각자 계승자분들의 의견일 수도 있겠는데 근데 잘 쓰고 있는 친구들 완전히 안 쓰고
Understandable, they suddenly get an update, okay, when characters aren't used, but what about heroes who already perform well, like Urban Shadow Shoe or a Kate?
잘 사용되고 있었던 도시의 그림자 슈라든지 미지의 강
That's the question. Does she perform well, though? Does she perform well?
I don't think she performs that well, and I think Veronica definitely needed a change straight up. I'ma just say it.
패치라든지 전용 장비를 받게 되는 계기가 좀 궁금합니다.
메타 고착화를 완화하기 위해서 좀 잘 쓰이는 영웅이더라도 밸런스 조정이 진행될 수 있습니다.
Break up a segment. For example, people ask why Shu received the EE. Okay, we get a lot of questions, and at that time, we felt there was a clear role she could fulfill. Decided to add the exclusive equipment, and we were giving her an uncertain or half-measure options. It wouldn't achieve our intended purpose. Okay, I can actually tell you guys exactly why. So I don't really know what they were doing with Shu. I think Shu's just a good character here, right? These two, do you guys remember when these two EEs came out? BBK was a fucking menace, and Luna was a fucking menace. So they needed basically something that made these characters better, specifically better in general, but also not just so that this thing completely could hold back BBK and this thing could hold back Luna, right? I forget what was popular at the time when Shu got the EE, but I really like that. That's how you can tell devs played the game. It's specifically, not only does it make mediocre characters good, but it also solves problems that players have to experience every single day. What's the code is pinned to the chat. There's all 4 of them.
이런 친구가 갑자기 패치라든지 전용 장비를 받게 되는 계기가 좀 궁금합니다.
메타 고착화를 완화하기 위해서 좀 잘 쓰이는 영웅이더라도
balance adjustment helped to break. Okay, so we've been over that.
확실히 좀 워킹을 목표로 좀 그런 옵션이 들어갔다고 보시면 될 것 같습니다.
네, 앞으로는 좀 기승자님들 의견을
I think could completely join BBK on her team. I mean, you mean like Aram with Litica or Politis with any cleave? Yeah, exactly like that.
선정을 좀 더 열심히 해보도록 하겠습니다.
알겠습니다. 좀 부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 이렇게 담당자분들 모시고 밸런스 패치에 관한 이야기를 좀 나가봤는데, 근데 저도 이제 한 명의 계승자로서 궁금할 수밖에 없는 게 앞으로 에픽7은 어떻게 될 것인가?
Okay, what's next for Epic 7? Dude, Kwonjun is asking the hard hitters. I really like this. These are hard hitting questions.
만들어 나가야겠죠. 그리고 밸런스용 또한
More heroes can see use.
다양한 영웅이 좀
They can have their own role without leaving any of that behind.
앞으로도 좀 많은 관심과 의견.
Have you guys noticed that about this game? I really like that. So I don't know if you guys noticed. So I play a lot of roguelike games, and one big thing about roguelike games is there's build paths, right? So with Sea Phantom Politis coming out and Enraged being a whole playstyle, right? So when Sea Phantom Politis came out in the year she was really dominating, Ambitious Tywin became a super big character. You had the rise of characters like Genua that are just strong in general, but when they're enraged, they're like basically 2 characters in one. And now we're seeing like buffs and stuff like Conqueror Lilius, where Conqueror Lilius is enabling Vigor, and when you have Conqueror Lilius, you can play with characters like New Kid Aiden, which feels completely like she's 2 characters when you have Vigor, and also you have Summer Hwayoung. So I really like this different build path balancing philosophy they're going with. The inner roguelike player in me is a big fan. And you can tell with the stuff like the new riposte set where you can counterattack on evasion, stuff like Red Flan is going to get better. You're going to have entire evasion build paths. I'm sure New Kid Aiden gets more stonks, and like, you know, to some degree, depending on whether or not we get more, I mean, even Payro, right guys, is like an evasion DPS. Like these build path balance philosophies, I don't know about you guys. I really like it. Can I see your Lilius? I just showed. If you need to see some more, you can always head into the Discord. Discord.gg/Valky. You'll see all my PvP stats. Some codes only have 12 hours. Yeah. The stream specific ones are 12 hours, but the really big, the important one, that first one, make sure you get it. Isn't Red Flank candy already? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, if you're on Twitch, it's !stats.
시즌마다 새로운 양상을 선보일 수 있게끔 들어갔습니다만은 아무래도 좀 시즌 내내 하나의 규칙을 유지하다 보니까 메타가 고착화되는 부분을 해소하기에는 다소 어려웠던 측면이 있었어요.
Stats weren't up, it was on a different page.
완화하고 상황에 맞게
go look it up on the Discord.
큰 이점을 가져갈 수 있게끔 그런 상황에 맞게 어려웠던 측면이 있었어서요. 플레이어가 보다 큰
give
이점을
advantage to
가져갈 수
players who can adapt flexibly into the situation. We want Battle Frenzy will go back to its original purpose of preventing matches from dragging on too long. Okay.
드렸으면 하는 그런 바람입니다.
계승자 여러분들이 설문조사로 시작됐던 이 밸런스 패치 이야기가
Okay.
어느덧 끝을 바라보고 있는데 계승자분들이 궁금하셨던 부분은 대충은 좀 해소가 되지 않았나 싶어요.
No, I don't think they're fucking with the frenzy much.
관련된 코미디나 이런 거 다 확인을 하시는 거잖아요. 다 확인을 한다고 하니까 계승자 여러분들께 하고 싶은 진짜 딱 한마디 정도가 있을까요?
네, 사실 많이 긴장했는데요. 네, 이렇게 계승자분들과 소통할 수 있는 자리가 생겨서 정말 뜻깊었습니다.
방금 제가 하려는 말씀 많이 가져가신 것 같은데 저도 아무래도 좀 긴장도 되고 개인적으로 좀 부담도 되는 자리였는데 그래서 이런 자리를 통해서 기승님과 이렇게 소통할 수 있어서
Yeah, it's actually kind of good to hear from the devs and hear that they actually play the game.
너무 사랑하는
발자 여러분, E7 월드 챔피언십 해설로 다시 한번 만나 뵙도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
I should say that too, guys. I'll see you guys again as the commentator for the Epic 7 World Arena Championships. True.
월드 챔피언십 해설로 다시 한번 만나 뵙도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
봤습니다. 밸런스는 정답이 없는 영역이긴 하지만 계승자 여러분의 피드백을 듣고 레고 카메라 앞에 섰습니다.
Dude, okay, wow, and then this is part 2.
성진 실장님입니다.
안녕하세요.
Part 2. Okay, we can probably skip introduction, right?
에픽7 사업을 담당하고 있는 오병진입니다.
탁광준 씨들님도
Dude, that guy looks so serious.
실장님도 만만치 않은 것 같습니다. 왜 말씀 안 하시죠? 제가 알고 계시죠?
관련된 여러 가지 일들이 있었습니다. 이런 것들이 다 계승자 여러분들의 의견에 귀를 기울이지 못한 저희 잘못이라고 생각합니다. 앞으로 지속적으로 여러분의 의견을 청취하고 재미있는 게임을 만들기 위해서 계승자 여러분들이 만족하실 때까지 개선하고 사랑받는 에픽
Wow, okay. Yeah, I really like their commitment to just doing better.
방송에 대한 니즈가 있던 것도 사실인데 일부에서 말씀드렸던 대로 왜 이런 일이
시니님도 충분히 사전 소통을 못한 점에 대해서 말씀을 주셨는데요.
There wasn't enough communication. Yeah, like nobody just did it. That's really it.
매우 반성하고 있고요. 여러분들의 의견을 충분히
I mean, look,
반영하기 위해서
Shinigami, if there's anything about this game, it's that the music are always pretty banger.
처음 계획에서부터 폴리싱까지 계승자님의 의견.
에픽7이 게임 외 설문조사에서
Future update roadmaps of 50% followed by notice frequency and clarity.
자리도 만들고 매년 연말마다 월도 잘 준비해.
조금 때로는 불편한 것들을 이해해도 피드백도 안 되는 건 안 된답니다. 준비되었는데 혹시 에픽 대시처럼 특별한 게임이
제작하는 이벤트를 준비를 했습니다. 계승자 여러분이 모두 합심해서 진행하는 이벤트를 획득하실 수 있으니 다 함께 참여해 주시면 좋겠습니다. 화면에 보이시는 것처럼 미지의 석판, 지식의 단지, 그리고 영웅 속성 소환권부터 이벤트 기간 내에 사용하실 수 있는 쌍둥이 사서의 메달을 최대 900개까지 얻으실 수 있습니다. 행동력 역시 약 2,000개가량 지급해드리니 7주년을 맞아서 많이 플레이해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
저기 신비의 메달을 기간제로 사용할 수 있는 건가요?
네, 맞습니다.
900개까지.
네.
오, 좋은 이벤트인 것 같습니다.
I am the rightful ruler of this land. Kneel before.
Right, okay, so we're getting missions for the boss selector.
플레이해 주시고 아니면 하고 싶고 넘어. 이거
Okay, currency acquisition improvements. Okay.
성자의 시험
Oh.
통해서 뭐라고라를
So they're just giving out more Molagoras like in general. Also, guys, curious, isn't this just what's killing Etheria right now? Like, Etheria had a big stream update or announcement, whatever, and then like people did not receive it well, and it's just like Molagora problems not being addressed at all, right? Yes. Okay. So I was talking to Car a little bit about it yesterday after I fixed my internet.
너무 부족해서 내가 원하는 영웅을 키울 수 없는
Etherias have like 0 molas in it. It's like year 1 E7, right? Like you'd be lucky if you could even like plus 10 a character. Every single like skill up you really need to save money on.
또 주화 상점 로테이션에 대해서도 개선해 달라는 목소리가 꽤 많습니다.
Improve coin shop rotation. Okay.
원하는 영웅이 전부 좀 다르실 것 같은데요. 내가 원하는 영웅이 언제 나오는지 좀 기다리는.
I don't think they're gonna. This isn't gonna be a PR response.
기억하고 있는데요. 이 점에 대해서도 저희가 개선하려고 논의 중에.
Yeah, they're discussing ways to address this. I don't think they have a real solution.
정해서 이전 출시된 오래된 영웅들은 좀 자유롭게 선택할 수 있게 한다든지 기존 영웅들에 대해서는 지금보다 더 편하게 획득하실 수 있도록 개선해 보도록 하겠습니다.
이게 그 이전 기간에 나왔던 영웅들을 선택해서 내가
adding a feature like that, okay, it would definitely help players pick up the heroes they miss. Yes.
좀 더 좋으실 것 같습니다.
you just have to like make it good more often.
네. 매우 좋습니다.
아, 좋으신 상태인가요?
네.
아, 지금 매우 좋은 상태인가요?
네, 약간 긴장되긴 하지만 기분은 매우 좋습니다.
원래 표정이 이렇게 지금이 되게 기분 좋으신 상태.
네, 원래 그렇습니다.
활짝 웃으신 거를 보고 싶어 하실 수도 있습니다.
아, 다음 기회에 활짝 웃어보이도록 하겠습니다.
왜 다음 기회? 알겠습니다.
이번엔 좀 긴장이 돼서.
아, 긴장돼서.
네.
다음에는 그러면 그 같이 CD님이랑 스피치하거나 같이 갔다 오시면 도움이 될 것
But
같아요.
with them cost polls, I don't know what what is that? What does that ask? I have no idea what that question is talking about. What do you mean by that?
한번 말씀을 드려보면 좋을 것 같아요.
What?
인게임 케이크 이벤트에 이어서
Am I gonna be out here 6 weeks to build one characters? Yeah.
7주년 감사제 페이지에서 진행 중인 투표해 주셔서 출시할
They
뿐만 아니라
okay. Here's the thing.
무료로
Guys, do you guys know why they could never get rid of Molagoras? There's a one very simple reason. They sold packs that have Molagoras in it. If they take out Molagoras, they would have essentially scammed every single Molagora pack buyer in the past 7 years. That's it. So all they can do is give you more Molagoras without devaluing the Molagora packs. Because if they remove Molagoras from the game, they would literally get sued in Korea and Japan to hell. They're like, as much as Molagora is an archaic way to balance your game and character skill ups, there's no way they can take it out. They would need to really compensate all the whales from the past 7 years way too much.
지급한다고 합니다. 네, 정말 많은 분들이 투표해주고 계신데 혹시 뭐 두 분께서도 투표를 하셨나요?
네, 저도 투표했습니다.
네, 저도 당연히 투표를 했.
Is this like for the skins?
부장 아른카가
Luna Barunko Bihua. Okay, that makes sense.
신월의 누나, 아유.
그래 누나, 아 좋습니다. 뭐 워낙.
Well, like not only that, they would just instantly boom their game because now they would just get sued all the time.
만들었어가지고 저는 정말 애정이 되는 그런 캐릭터입니다.
또 한정 수 있다고 노력 중이죠. 끝나고 글로벌의 라이트.
Like Cougar Bat, okay.
서울 강나루역 인근에 있는
Right, this is talking about the stadium.
되게 좋은 선수이기 때문에.
방식 역시 월드 아레나 시즌 성적을 기반으로.
I think this is the hype part, right? It's like based on your ranking, you could have a whole tournament.
방안을 좀 고려 중에 있는 상황이고요. 누구나 쉽게 참여할 수 있는 온라인 대회를 좀 더 자주 패치를 좀 주기적으로.
Packs in E7 are dog shit. Yeah, they can't make them worse. If you make them worse, especially considering they've already included Molagoras in packs, they get in a lot of legal trouble.
현재 진행되는 메타 자체를 좀 관전함으로써 월드 아레나에 대한 진입 장벽을 조금 낮출 수 있을 거라고 생각하고 재조명하는
가 되어야 어쨌든 온라인 대회도 많은 하게 되는 소식이잖아요. E7WC 2025 결승전만큼 또 특별한 행사가 또 있다고 들었습니다.
On
네,
par with
맞습니다.
finals. Okay.
저희가 에픽 세븐 최초로 오케스트라를 준비하고 있습니다.
This is cool as hell.
뭐 따라 주시는 거예요?
I don't know about you guys, but wait, is that Vildred with a fucking? Is that a fucking baritone? Holy shit! Angelica's on the harp. I barely caught this part. I caught like a still of this part, right? Ross, Mercedes, Crow, Asaria. French porn. I mean French horn. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. My band days are carrying over. French horn. horn. Sorry. Horn. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
서비스의 선율이라는 의미로 심포니 넘버 7.
Crow with the cello. It looks clean, dude.
지정했고요.
네. 이게
Vildred blows confirmed. He sure does.
크라우, 이세리아, 뭐 안젤리카, 빌트레드. 이게 굉장히 우리의 또 뭔가 이 향수를 자극하는
okay?
네, 이런 느낌으로.
Look, I had a couple of buddy
멋있고 이쁩니다.
back when I was in band that was in French porn, and we legitimately only would call it French porn except in front of the teachers, so it kind of stuck, okay, as you guys can tell.
OST는 뭐 프로미스와 같은 명곡이 있잖아요. 되게 명곡이 많기 때문에 게임 내 뮤직 플레이어가 들어가기 전만 해도 여기에 들어간 BGM이 어떤 거냐 막 이렇게 고객 센터를 통해서 물어보기도 하셔서 저희가 BGM 영상을 막 중간중간 계속 올리기도 했었어요. 그 인기가 많았던 곡들을. 네, 그래서 굉장히 좋아하실 것 같습니다. 네.
I do think this is pretty cool, but I think it's what, like the orchestra is Korea only, right? So we can't really do anything with it.
그리고 이어서
E-Mart collaboration. Okay, that's like not that big. Showcase gifts. Yeah, this is the part we were talking about, right? Like, make sure you don't miss this.
정말 고민이 속도 20짜리 생퍼목
속도 20 생포목.
네.
속도 20. 88렙인가요?
아 88레벨.
아 88렙. 아 그렇죠. 그거는 재련은.
Why would they make it reforgeable, man? Let's be real. Come on.
제 기억에 그런 아이템을 준 적은 없었어요.
네, 저도 정말 갖고 싶은
It's something I always wanted myself.
이 장비를 드리면 저 포함해서 많은 계승자분들이 좋아하시지 않을까.
My man is really in this.
속도에 많이.
아, 네, 너무 속도가 좀.
I don't think they'll do it. I don't think they'll release the Orchestra RS skin scheme, but I'd be very down for it.
아이템. 오, 좋습니다. 자, 그러면 여기서 시드님에 이어.
네.
질 수 없죠.
They're definitely having fun with this one.
뭐라고라가 좀 부족하다라는 말씀이 있었는데.
맞아요. 뭐라고라가 부족해요.
뭐라고라 100개 준비하겠습니다.
Yeah, there you go. There's 100.
100개 맞는 거 아니에요?
100개 맞습니다.
10개 아니고 100개.
10개 아니에요?
100개입니다.
제가 아는 사업팀이 아닌데요.
By the way, guys, a 5-star character costs 33 mola to fully max. So this maxes 3 characters. It's a lot.
이미지 세신을 좀 할 수 있도록.
이미지 세신인가요?
뭐라고라 100개 준비하겠습니다.
뭐라고라 100개. 와,
How many do I have now?
저기 컨펌을 받으셨죠?
네. 제가 컨펌했습니다.
그렇죠. 수장님이니까. 왜냐면 제가 예전에 방송을 한창 많이 할 때도
I'm looking good, boys.
그때도
I'm looking good.
뭐라고라가 나가도 뭐 2개, 뭐 3개, 뭐 이랬어요.
예전과는 다른 모습 보여드리겠습니다.
I thought it was 70. No, it's 100.
박수 한번 해주시면 쳐주시면.
Where's the part where the Giga Chat says I approved of it myself?
질수 없을 것 같아요. 곧 천칭의 주인이 출시를 하잖아요. 네, 천칭의 주인 기억가기는 또
The Lady of the Scales memory imprint will require special. Okay, so she's a boss monster.
그렇죠, 그렇죠. 기억가기는 전용 재료로 하죠. 네, 네.
그래서 아마
All right, guys, make sure you save it if you plan on summoning for a Scales Mercedes.
77개.
77 GTS. Okay, bet.
사실 금빛 생퍼목 그리고 천칭의 금빛 전승석 77이 처음 어떤 일 더 네 하나만 더 없을까요? 네.
이 부분은 이야기된 게 아니긴 한데
이거를 해주시면은 계승자분들이 정말
They'll write a lot of great posts in the community, of course.
되잖아요.
뭐 제가 컨펌을 받은 것도 아니어서 말씀드리기가 조심스럽긴 합니다만 뭐 지르고 훅 컨펌 받으면
We could give it out for yes. There's a thing in the Asian community where it's called you do the thing first and then get permission after.
5월강 5성 소환권.
Just get a 5-star Moonlight Summon ticket. There you go.
5성 월광 소환권 한 장, 속도 20 생포목 하나, 뭐라고라 100개, 금빛 전승석 17개.
Yeah, so code for that is pinned to the chat. Make sure you guys got yours.
계승자분들을 위해서 사실은 두 분께서 또 미리 사도
맞습니다.
보상했고 주위에도
And then we'll have the cake event where we build the cake. Fucking lit.
정리가 돼서 나가고 있을 텐데요. 쿠폰
Yeah,
코드를
there you go.
입력하시면 바로 획득하실 수가 있습니다.
The Masterpiece Plan Part 3.
주셨으면 좋겠고요. 여러분들의 채팅, 댓글, 여러분들께서 고민했던 이 에픽7 팀 모두에게
Better to say sorry than ask for permission? Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that idea is universal.
에픽7의 시작부터 함께 지켜봐온 한 명의 유저이자 개발자로서 에픽7을 너무 사랑하기에 약속을 지킬 수 있도록 정말 열심히 할 테니까 함께 지켜봐 주시면 좋겠습니다.
Dude, the vibes are so good with this one.
계승자 모든 분들께
Now,
정말
is he gonna keep all of his word?
싶습니다.
Hard to say. Nobody will ever know. But the vibes are so good, they have my goodwill. You know what I mean?
네, 제가
Like with the Awakened Potential system, they lost my goodwill. But now, like, they have it again.
좀 심장이 뛰는 게 아직도 느껴집니다. 오늘 저희가 말씀드린 것들이 좀 모두 만족스럽지는 못하시겠지만 계승자 여러분들이 주신 의견, 사업팀 역시 계속 고민하고 발전시켜 나가는 모습 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
여러분 오늘 쇼케이스 정말 오랜 시간 끝까지 시청해 주셔서
He's Korean,
정말
Valk.
감사드립니다.
You
사실
could call
저희가
me American
조금
Kwanjun, bro.
지루하게 느끼실 수도 있지 않을까 걱정은 했어요. 아마 저희 생각에는 1시간이 넘을 수도
We've
있습니다.
gone for
네,
over an
그런데
hour. Okay, what is part 3? I like vaguely remember this. That was the part I actually watched. Dude, it's so serious when he's up here.
안녕하세요. 에픽7 김형석입니다.
Oh, that's the CEO.
앞으로 1년 동안 에픽7 개발팀이 개발 중인 방향을 공유드리고
Okay, that's our direction over the next year.
에픽7 세계를 이야기하는 자리를 마련하고자 합니다. 에픽7 개발 초기 당시 접속했을 때 나만의 집으로 돌아온 느낌이 들었으면 좋겠다. 그 행복을 느끼기 위해 다시 접속하고
This is
싶은
my
구조로
favorite
만들자
lobby theme. I like the other one, but this
그리고
one's my
그때의 그
favorite.
목표는 지금도 변함이
This one
없습니다.
is so relaxing.
계승자 여러분이 행복한 기억으로 느낄 수 있는 그곳 에픽7의 세계를 만들기 위해 지금 그리고 앞으로의 에픽7 개발팀의 여정을 여러분께 공유드립니다. 에픽7은 오래된 프로젝트인 만큼 루틴하게 플레이할 게임 플레이 시간이 막대하게 늘어난 상황입니다.
Oh, okay. So
전체적인 보상량도
right.
크게
Once again, it's
늘어났지만
about respecting your player's time and like cutting down the actual required play time, right?
되고 있습니다. 계승자분들이 좋아하는 콘텐츠를 선택적으로
You were flaming them 3 hours ago? I mean, that's exactly how it goes, right? Phantom, you're gonna realize when you when you leave high school and you enter the adult world, right? When somebody does something bad, you will have to say it's bad. But that doesn't stop you from going, wow, that's good. You can do good things too, right? Just because I pointed out somebody doing something bad doesn't mean that that makes them a bad person, period. A good person can do bad things and a bad person can do good things, right? And you have to evaluate that objectively. So after you finish high school and you go off to college and you get a job and all that extra bullshit, you'll start figuring that out. It's okay. Like, just because you call somebody bad doesn't mean they can do good, like they can't be good, right? This is a very simple logic.
특히 반복적인 콘텐츠는 행동력
Like, just because I called the showcase for Ross bad does not make the character bad, right? I pointed out 50 bajillion good things with it. Yeah, I mean, look, he's clearly really young, guys. So when he gets older and he experiences more in life, like, he'll know, right? And that's not like me clearly shitting on him. You guys can tell people who speak like that are really young. And I don't mean that in any condescending way. It's just how it is when you go through a lot of life. Like, good people do bad things and bad people do good things. That's just life.
소모량을 늘리면서도 보상량을 증가시켜
I call myself dumbass all the time. Yeah, it's like I call myself a dumbass and I'm like, I'm regarded, boys. And people are like, whoa, you're very intelligent when it comes. Like, you could be both. You could very much touch both. You were saying they were not doing their jobs well enough? Yes. Because guess what? I need to remember the timestamp. 2 minutes, right? Because this guy is not the same as this guy, who isn't the same as this guy, who also isn't the same as these guys, right? These guys could be doing their job super well, but guess what? The person who was in charge of the G Ross preview, that guy did a fucking awful job, and I won't take that back, right? But the rest of these guys are doing their jobs really well. Like I said, some people can be good and others can be bad. That's just life, dude. Does that make sense? Anyway, yeah. It'll make a lot more sense when you finish high school and you maybe go to college and maybe get a job. You'll get there. Don't worry about it. At least it's not username Itachi. The craziest part, he's like, I got Twitch generated that as randomly for me. That one was crazy, bro. Do you believe in nuance? Whoa, okay. Look, man, if he's gonna talk like that, he clearly doesn't know what the word means, so it's like, just give him some time, you know? Overall, like, you know, he has some very strong opinions. He can identify when I talk shit about something and when I compliment something. So he's not dumb. Just give him some time and life experience, he'll catch up. I think nuance is a bit of a deeper word there. Yeah, companies can have a lot of people working on one project, exactly. Is this a good time to come back to E7? Let me show you the thing that we're getting. Where is it, man? Fuck. There's the one graphic at the end. There we go. Yeah, it's a pretty good time. You get a 20 speeder, you get 100 Molagora, 77 gold transmit stones, and a 5-star ticket. So yeah, I'd definitely say it's a good time to come back.
보상에 연연하지 않도록 구조적으로 조정하고 그 외에도 다양한 즐거움을 드릴 수 있는 스토리, 각종 이벤트 콘텐츠를 잘 준비하겠습니다.
The best time is several weeks ago. No, I would still say it's good enough. You still get most, if not all, of the Epic Dash if you do it now. It takes 8 minutes to reroll that ml5 ticket. True! Dude, that's a good point. Holy fuck. Wait, that's a giga good take.
지나친 스펙과 아이템 세팅을 요구하는
Yeah, I think if you wanted to, you definitely re-roll for it.
만들어진 PVE 전투라 해도 즐거운 기분으로 플레이할 수 없었습니다. 최대 레벨 및 최대 성장 장비의 기준으로 아이템 세팅을 통한 스펙 요구량은 기존보다 훨씬 낮출 예정입니다. 반대로 다양한 캐릭터를 사용할 수 있도록 속성을 제한하거나 특정 메카닉을 더욱 강화하여
Yeah, the code is pinned to the chat, so have fun with that one, dude.
즐거움에만 집중할 예정입니다.
Different strategies and team comps. Air will be able to maximize efficiency faster, more will clearing highest difficulty, achieve high score. Okay.
혹은 몰입도는 높여 또 에픽7 전투 시스템의 전투를 담아 만들고 있는 PVE 컨텐츠
That captures the very essence of Epic7's battle system. Dude, so everybody's catching W's. Tristan's getting more content. I'm getting more content. Right, okay, we're getting a real-time minor tournament. That's some good stuff, dude. Briefly share our development direction. Okay, will be a weekly real-time PvP. Wow, weekly, huh?
게임 내 주 1회 진행되는 실시간 PVP 대회 모드입니다.
They'll be held regularly and are open to everyone. Matchups are decided by random draw within each league. Goal of the system isn't just to host top-ranked competitions, but to let airs from different countries. Okay, and league experience the feelings of victory. These small wins will lead to naturally towards the grand stage of E7WC. I like that, I like that. So they're building competition from the ground up. I really like where they're going with this. Or defeat. I mean, I'll put it for you like this, right? I said this to the other guy earlier because he seems really young, right? Learning how to take losses is a life skill. Do not take this the wrong way, guys. If you don't know how to be a good loser in life, learn it. Because the reality of life is, no matter what happens, you are going to catch some L's sometimes. You will be the loser sometimes. You can't only catch wins in life. Nobody's that lucky, right? Even like the best of players in Epic 7, right? Think about anything, right? There are years where the best video game player ever, Faker, loses, right? And knowing how to take losses is really important. And that's why, like, whenever people ask me for advice on how to play RTA, just play, right? Even if you're taking losses, learning how to take losses is super important. Don't be loss averse. You will lose sometimes. I don't want to be a loser. Fucking nobody does. But guess what? You will lose. That's just life.
더욱 흥미를 배가할 수 있는 시스템을 올해 내에 선보일 예정입니다. 에픽7이 턴제 PVP 게임.
You don't need to shit someone else's job because of one minor mistake. Okay, Epic Phantom, I'm a streamer. Are you not shitting on my job right now because I didn't even make a mistake? I just gave my opinion, right? I didn't even make a mistake and you're in my chat shitting on my job. Isn't that what you're doing? Why are you shitting on my job, huh?
게임의 재미만큼은 비교를 불허하는 최고의 게임이 될 수 있도록 개발해 나가겠습니다.
Go ahead, explain yourself.
지금까지 에픽7의 스토리.
I didn't even make a mistake. I just gave you my opinion. You're shitting on my job. What's up with that?
각 캐릭터 중심의 서브 스토리와 사건 중심으로 구성된 메인 에피소드로 구분됩니다.
Get him, Unk.
하지만 캐릭터가 중심이 되어야 할 메인 에피소드.
I don't know what country you live in, but I live in the United States of America, and here people are allowed to say whatever they want to say, right? So to me, you're allowed to shit on me as much as you want, and it's perfectly well within my right to shit on these guys if I think they're doing a bad job. And in that one exact instance I highlighted, they were doing a bad job. That's it. Simple as that. Are you the one that made the Ross showcase? Yeah, bro, I'm willing to believe it. Feeling of someone getting smacked with real life facts in a game stream. I mean, that's what it is, right? Like, I'm not a guy who finished college and I just decided I can't get a job in stream. I worked a couple of years. I've taken L's in life. I've done my 9 to 5s. You know, I did my rounds, guys. Like a lot of my content is based on shit I learned in life and business, right? Like, that's it. Add gold sprinkle. I'm not even talking shit, bro. I'm just speaking facts. Like I'm trying not to attack people, okay? But I think if somebody says something that's very ignorant, within my community, it is my responsibility to enlighten them of their ignorance. right? Like it's not my job to educate everyone, but at least if you do it in my community, I do have that responsibility to everybody else. Baffling to me, the idea of having banners be relevant to the episode was something I had to restructure around. Like, how was that not the plan from the very beginning? I think a lot of times you start doing something, you have no idea what you're doing, and over time you improve, right? That's just how it goes. Nobody's too old to get checked or too young, exactly. You're making a big deal 3 hours ago of how he's not doing his job? No, he did his job, he just did it poorly. Just like how right now you're making a big deal about something I did 3 hours ago on my job, right? You could do that. Like, come on, what? Like, you're perfectly allowed to make a big deal out of something I did 3 hours ago on the job, right? And my job is a streamer, right? So why am I not allowed to make a big deal out of somebody else not doing their jobs properly? Especially when it directly affects me and my community that I built up.
우선 각 챕터별 혹은 테마별 캐릭터 시즌 마크를 부여하고 유저가 분류하고 관리할 수 있게 됩니다. 이렇게 분리한 시즌
Yeah, man. You get older, you'll learn that people are allowed to say something is bad and be like, "Oh, but on the other side, this is good." Right? Who's the guy who didn't do his job properly? The G-Raz showcase was done. It was fucking awful, bro. The G-Raz, like, the showcase was so bad. It was the most cherry-picked fight with, like, non-realistic builds, and if they were playing against a real human, they would have lost. He's got no idea that, I mean, some people are really young. It's fine. That's why you have to have, like, a bit more patience sometimes. And no, cigarettes. No need to, like, dunk on somebody's intelligence, right? It could just be somebody who's really young and they never really experienced nuances to things, and it's perfectly fine, right? Like, at one point, I was a Redditor cringe lord, right? And I've grown out of it. I've since then got to experience, like, oh, okay. You know, not everybody needs to argue about everything, and that's just how the world goes. Have no way to obtain older heroes. Wait, we have story banners. What do you mean? We already have story banners, but if they want to give us more banners, sure, right? Give PvE content to existing characters and have new roles? Yeah, that's good. Everyone's free to do and say what they want. Yeah, but yeah, if you say something stupid, people are gonna say you're stupid, right? Like that's how it is. Which is why whenever I say anything, I always explain my reasoning behind it, right? So that even though you don't agree with me, you can at least hopefully see my logic behind things, right? And that's, by the way, guys, that's never a requirement here. You don't have to agree with me on anything or even a single thing, right? If you disagree with everything I say and you're just here to hate watch, welcome, okay? Like, I fully welcome that. But if you disagree with me and you let yourself be known, I will make an example out of you, okay? That's just the type of dickhead I am. Hate watching still gives you views. Sure does. Like I said, guys, I'm a reasonable person. I'm not a good person, okay? I'm not nice about it. Do you like Brazil? Dude, the Brazilians in E7 are chill as fuck, bro. Agree with everything you say. You know, that's not what I expected from somebody with the word philosophy in their name, but I respect it, homie. Hate watching is a big thing in 2025. All good, bro. If you're here to hate watch, I hope you like holding L's, because I don't take them very often. Freedom of speech is not the same thing as freedom. Exactly. Oh, man. Good fucking vibes. Good fucking vibes. It is a good weekend to be an E7 enjoyer, guys. Obviously, after this, you have all of E7WC. Oh, shit, guys. WTF, 2 Valks? Whoa!
What we went through in the first 2-3 years, right?
Yeah, also, I hope you guys like the cast where I'm yapping on stream and literally at the same time, I'm arguing with somebody in chat.
I really wanted to challenge myself yesterday. So not only did I, ahead of time, I fed some information to Car and G-Clef about the players, the characters. I also, I was like, let's argue with these guys in chat. So I was explaining things to people in chat when they had questions that I can't talk about on broadcast. And when somebody says something stupid, I was like, well, you see, you're actually wrong. Oh, fuck. That was a lot of fun. Anyways, yeah, guys. So here, we'll go back to this. So I do want to vibe to the song. So make sure you guys check out the video if there's parts of it you wanted to make sure you didn't miss. If you missed it, that's the whole VOD. Codes, every single code in this stream is pinned to both YouTube and Twitch chat, okay? So make sure you guys get those. UN Divine. Yeah, we couldn't get Divine this year, bro. I tried really hard to get him in. The one CM left tried really hard to get Divine in. We couldn't do it. So we have a video project that we did. And that's the most I could get Divine involved, unfortunately. So if you go to my YouTube channel, if you're on YouTube, just click the little icon. If you're on Twitch, !YouTube. We did an intro. One is for the format for RTA this year, and the second one was for all the players. We got to highlight some of the players, their plays, the highlights, and their play styles. So go watch those videos. Go check them out. You know what? I'll just drop it in both chats. But yeah, that's my stream for the day. I just wanted to come in here, yap a little bit, have a chill time with you boys, kick it back a little bit. That's pretty much it. Goond Aria. There you go. Is Divine doing okay? He's doing amazing. He's doing amazing. He is bogged down in work. I'll try to have him on soon. Maybe for... I'll try to do a tournament if we could get enough like turnout after E7WC, so I could cast with him again. But he's doing good. We've been playing a lot of Uma Musume. We've been playing a little bit of Night Rain together. But he's doing good. Is there any SBAs for the Nibiru? No, unfortunately. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I'm doing today. I'll send the raid over to Light on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, I'm sure you guys can find him. Very well-known player. He was in the WC last night. Had a little bit of a hiccup. Really unfortunate. But go support him, guys. That's all I got for you guys for today. Have a great one, and I'll see you guys probably come Monday. Oh, wait. Sorry. What does Kwonjun say? I'll see you again as commentator for the Epic 7 World Arena Championship. Goodbye, guys, and have a great one. Take care of yourselves out there.